welcome back to what remains. This is session 54 entitled The Labor. Last session, the group entered into the Underkeep beneath House Harrigan and have been searching around. They killed some very strange hobgoblins and then they started searching around. They found barrels of kraken bile. They found um, bricks from House Gravesend, the strange fungus bricks. And they continue their search. So um, we were kind of letting the rogues move off on their own and do what they were doing, which was scouting ahead, but nobody was really following them. They kind of just stayed back. So while that's happening, there was some discussion as to what's happening the other part of the group. And I'll leave that discussion open for you to interject what's happening there.
Did we go over what was over here?
Yeah, it just looks like some sort of excavation.
Okay.
I mentioned there were some bridges made of wood.
Okay.
We did discuss what's over here.
And then south of you, there's a strange metal insectoid creature that's digging at the stone walls.
And currently the ceiling, right? It started the ceiling when we ended session.
It's not messing with the ceiling.
Okay, all right.
Okay, stop moving around unless you want to cause situations to happen, please. It's
sorry,
not just you. So that said, are the groups going to reconvene or are you going to remain separate? I don't care either way. Just I want to make sure you.
I do want to check one more door because trying to find an easy way back up since we have the slide.
Okay, what door?
There's one over there, I think. Yeah.
Sure. The double doors open up to a hallway. Looks like there's two more doors and a hallway to the south, and you can see the remnants of a fireball explosion to the south.
Okay, so I'm going to head down here. And, okay, yeah, that does loop all the way back around. So I will come rejoin the group at this point.
Okay. Scouting ahead, Kel, you do see that there are some dwarves of some sort hammering at the wall in the corner there. They don't seem to be alerted by your presence or anything. They just appear to be continually smashing at the stone. They appear to have similar devices in their craniums. However, they appear to also have very strange looking kind of hoods or metal plates kind of cover the backs of their heads.
Are they kind of like the dwarves from the Dragon Shrine?
No.
Okay.
Oh, those doors are fucked up.
These look like Dwergar, so deep dwarves.
Yeah.
Like
that
a dark kind of
tokens.
gray skin, white bearded hair, but you can see small little red barbs inside of their white hair.
Kind of go to Avran and I'll point over at the Durgar.
Can't see them.
Oh, fucking humans. I look over to my left and it's just humans.
And then another human arrives, and so does an elf.
Is there loose pebbles around?
I mean, sure.
I'm gonna grab a pebble and then toss it.
I do have goggles of night on, so
with light on it.
Okay. You cast light on a pebble and throw it. One of the most annoying techniques in Roll20.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's fine. Do you see now?
I see now. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I see them.
See the light.
I motion to Soma and point down to the south passage and kind of murmur that there's some sort of automaton to the south digging. It's big. And he can probably see it, so.
not for me. No, thank you.
Yeah, by the point that you get there, actually, it's moved around. It seems to not be in the same spot, digging at the same spot over and over. It's moving around this kind of column in the center. I'm having some trouble with roll 20. It's taking its sweet time, but
That's roll 20.
Took a long time for it to load me in, so.
Do you want me to sneak to be able to move like right here?
if you're trying to move up, yeah, I mean, like, go ahead and make a stealth check, I suppose.
Like here's where I was trying to go.
Give me a stealth and an acrobatics check as you're trying to cross over that bridge.
I love acrobatics. I actually don't like acrobatics, but I do love athletics. So this is gonna... And there's stealth. Heavy armor. I don't have heavy armor. What?
It's not just heavy armor. Some
What armor are you
medium
wearing?
armor.
What armor are you wearing?
Scale.
Yeah, it has disadvantage.
Oh.
Okay, so as you kind of move that way, you can see the light kind of twists the shadows as one of them, the closest one, kind of turns its attention towards you and just kind of looking at you with these just kind of dead eyes.
Wave. I mean, it's looking at me, so I'll just wave at it.
Okay.
Fendi.
It's kind of just staring at you. Do you have a weapon drawn?
I guess I would be like in the, you know what I mean, like holding
Okay.
gun down.
You would see for a moment it's kind of like registering, what's going on here, and then kind of immediately kind of looks at your weapon, and then just starts screaming. But it's not like an emotive scream. If you've ever seen,
Like an alarm scream.
no, it's like a really haunting kind of like. The sound is. Yeah. I'm trying to think what the hell that movie was.
I know what you're talking about. I can picture it.
But yeah,
They're like pointing and they're like, oh.
yeah, that's
That
happening.
type of deal. Oh.
And yeah, as you hear that sound, those of you who are kind of in the back area hear the skittering against the stones stop,
Shit.
drop down onto the grounds, and start moving. So in response to that, Soma, Estella, who will do what Soma does for just my sanity, Ezrod, who will do what Estella does by proxy, Ruben, and Avran, what would you three like to, or what would you five like to do? Three like to do.
So we all know that the skittering is coming from there.
Well, you can hear it, yeah. Kel can.
I
Okay.
well, 100% it's coming from there. Hezrod would know because we were both investigating that and saw the.
Everyone's he's gonna run over here then to, just in case the dwarf creatures decide to run up on Kel.
Okay, just so you're aware, like the drop is about like a good 8 feet, so
Okay.
he's kind of elevated above them. Does that change your choice?
No.
Okay, go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Okay. Well,
You move out onto the piece of wood and you think it's fine and safe, but then it just starts moving and sliding on the stone, and you fall into that space on the ground prone.
okay.
And that's where we'll
I'm ready.
stop you having anything to do. Kel, you can kind of do a responsive thing to the screaming, but not like a.
Screaming.
What's that?
Which one's screaming?
This one.
What?
He would have started looking at you as you were moving across.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you can see me past the 8 foot.
No, and yeah, so then it probably would be that one. Let's go with that. It makes my
Okay,
brain.
I was gonna say. I mean, at this point, am I allowed to shoot?
Yeah, you can ready a shot. That's fine. That'll happen during the initiative count.
Yeah, I'll
We'll
that.
start with you in a surprise round, but they're not really technically surprised. So Soma, Estella, Hezrod, and Ruben.
I'm going around the corner to be out of view of the machine when it comes up, and preparing to cast a cantrip at it should it come past me.
Okay. This is, I guess, technically a round of initiative that, yeah, I was just kind of not really wanting combative stuff. But anyway, just roll initiative. Let's just, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I
not-
thought I would have enough.
It's not working out the way I had it in my mind. You guys are very aggressive individuals. I keep forgetting that.
Well, I'm just trying to get out of its way to hide, but like if it spots me, I'm just readying. That's kind of what's
To murder. Yeah, got it. Aggressive. Got it. I get you. I'm with you.
Where's my sheet go? I'm just gonna pull it up again.
Oh.
Didn't count because I had both me and Kiora selected. Not any better.
I historically roll low initiative.
Ruben's clearly a slow old man. It's okay.
Clearly.
Okay, so since we're doing this operationally, because again, the screaming would have happened, some people have kind of acted. It's not really changing what you're doing, it just will be happening on an initiative count. Because the screaming is really the signifier for the initiative starting. I should have just done that. I thought there was just going to be a quick motion, and I was hopeful for something to happen, but it didn't. So we're just going to go with your action happens on your initiative. So Avran, the screaming was what triggered you to move and fall. That happens on 19. Soma. Doesn't appear to be a fight yet, but it sounds like a fight is probably coming based on the actions that haven't exactly happened but are happening in time.
And knowing how things generally turn out here. I will go over against this wall here just so if something runs by, I get a chance to. Well, this is only a 10-foot wide corridor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can I? Sorry, I got to do math here. 10. I will bonus action dash to here. And just so I can try figure out what the hell is happening.
Okay. Hezrod will do likewise. Okay. Massive blades and metallic energy kind of rush through as they're fluttering through. This beam of energy kind of flies out of the hallway and slams into Estella. Who makes a con saving throw? Sorry, my stuff's lagging. Did it roll? Yeah. You watch as Hezrod and Soma kind of see it hit, and as Estella's hit by it, just falls to the ground like a log.
She fell to the ground.
Yeah, she
Okay.
appears to have been paralyzed.
Great.
Okay. Next up is her. She's paralyzed. And at the end of her turn, she can repeat the saving throw. Oh, sorry, it continues its movement to there once it's done. At the end of her turn, she's going to repeat the saving throw. She continues to fail. Ruben, you are up. I'll let you go ahead and retcon the breading in action for a spell and more or less just get the free movement there. So go ahead.
Okay, I'm doing Phantom Cage.
Okay.
The creature must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw. DC 18.
Okay. So wisdom, and I have advantage. 22.
Okay, it succeeds. That's it.
Okay. Ruben done. Kel, you're up.
Since I ready a shot over here,
Mhm.
do I have to shoot them?
That was during. I did the same thing for Ruben. You did not take that action. Just we're retconning
I got
the
you.
whole
It's retconning it.
bit. Yeah, you guys went a little bit too combat ham than that. More than I was expecting. I was
I
hoping.
mean to-
I was hoping.
You're hoping we'd hide.
Well, you seemed scared about the retriever, so I was hoping you were going to
Yeah.
go into the secret doorway and close it behind you. I was like, but that was probably too much to ask for in the.
Well, Kel was so far out there, it was a little too late for that.
Yeah.
I felt.
I didn't know there was a secret door.
Oh, it's the one that the rogues went up last time. Right by the ramp.
But it's your up, Kel, so you don't have to shoot that thing.
Anyway, I'll shoot that thing.
Okay,
I'll also put a hunter's mark on it.
sure.
Which might be. It's for me.
Both attacks miss. They seem to just bounce off of its very just bright, shiny shell and leave kind of like a bit of a scuff mark. But you very quickly realize that the metal kind of like undulates like liquid for a second and then causes the scarring of the hit to just vanish. Avran, you're up.
Everyone's gonna stand up, half his movement, and then his other half he's gonna spend going this way. Right here, and then gonna do the ragey rage,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do my war cry on top of that rage.
Okay.
And my sword is already out and glowing, so we're good. Yeah, that's it. That's my turn.
Anybody? Ruben, I suppose, would have been in that radius when you initiated it.
Technically, yeah.
Add 1 to my AC. Thank you. Ooh, and I get +10 to movement. I like it. Love to see it.
All right, Avran, you're done, right?
Wait, I get 10 more feet, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm on 10 more feet. Right there. You lose +1 AC.
Oh, I have to stay with it. Got it.
Yeah, it's an aura. I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, it's not an aura.
No, I just put it there for notation.
Oh, okay,
Um,
so you keep the +1 AC.
When you use rage or bonus action, it grants all allies in that radius the benefit. That lasts
Okay.
until the start of your next turn.
Till next turn, yeah.
Okay,
That is-
got you.
Avran
What are you doing?
done. Soma, you're up.
Well, since this is our life now, I will steady aim and try to stab the retriever with my rapier.
Okay. 19 will hit.
You are the
Oh, I
target.
didn't check sneak attack. Sorry.
A solid hit. Okay, and no movement, so your turn's done. Okay. Ezrod will. I'm looking at his resources. There's not a lot.
I think he was just gonna spam Eldritch Blast by the way he was talking.
Okay. Well, yeah, he probably wouldn't do that in melee, so he still has indicators for weapons he doesn't even have anymore. Wow, it's a lot of mess. That's a messy, messy boy.
I'll be.
What weapon does he even wield anymore?
A
The
spear?
I don't think he's used a melee weapon in a while.
He's had the spear and the shield. That was the last one that he used.
Okay, well then he'll try with that. He misses. Okay. Cool. It'll go to it. Someone roll a d6.
Or did you say you were gonna roll a d6 or someone roll a d6?
Someone please roll a d6. Anybody, whoever wants to do it. Cool. Thanks, Tom. It will make both of its melee attacks against Hezrod. 18 misses, 29 hits, 8 slashing. Then it will use its paralyzing beam again. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw, Soma.
Before that, I can use Sentinel on it because it attacked Hezrod, correct? So I'll make another swing.
Miss.
12 will not hit. Yes. Okay. Constitution saving throw.
Actually, click steady aim for me real quick. I think it's just for the next attack, but I'm curious.
Yeah, it's just the next attack roll.
Okay. Yeah, con save. You are struck by a beam that seizes you for a moment, but you manage to kind of tough it out, and you kind of go numb for a second, but you don't fall over, unfortunately. Statistically, very confused. Okay, Estella's turn goes by with...
I sure didn't expect to succeed either, so that makes a lot of us.
She succeeds as well. Great. Cool. Cool. Oh no, she's
Rogues well known for their sturdiness.
still prone. Okay, Ruben, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna do Galvanic Arc.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a ranged spell attack against it.
That'll hit.
Okay, 30 damage.
Okay. What type of damage?
It's electric. Boogie boogie.
Lightning.
It's electric.
Okay.
And it is reduced by 10 in its initiative count.
Got it.
I will also so the drop is, you said, 8 feet.
Yep.
Okay. So if I got down the edge, it probably wouldn't be able to shoot at me. I'd have cover.
It's 8 feet, yeah. I assume you're less than 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're just sliding down. It'll be 20 feet to get down. Because it's effectively 10
That's
foot
fine.
height climbing.
Yep. And I will, I guess, position myself about here.
Okay. What was your dexterity modifier?
My dexterity modifier is a 2.
Okay, so it actually goes before you, so then it doesn't get to go a second time due to the drop. Okay, cool. So, Kel, you are up.
Is that how that works? It gets to go a second time?
Yeah, it goes on its next initiative, so it speeds it up technically, or slows it down depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
That's the intent. It's supposed to be kind of like a random discharge of speed.
Fair enough.
Kel, you're up.
I'll kind of slap the gun and be like, God fucking damn it. Then shoot 2 more.
You shooting?
Yeah.
There it goes. Okay, those will both hit.
Oop.
Alright, I just was popping mine up.
I'm gonna re-roll that 1 on the first shot. And then the 1 on the second shot.
Okay. You just tell me what the damage is then.
Yeah. Neat. That's much more.
Total damage. I'm not doing the math. You do it. Because it should automatically be autoed in. There's a way to fix it. I don't know how, but
I don't know how either.
Fine.
Let me count.
it'd be a 9 difference from the first one. And it would be an 8 difference on the next one. So
Right.
22 and 24. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Done.
Oh, actually, I Hunter's Mark, so I roll 2d6s.
Okay.
So I had 6.
Okay. Hell done. Brand, you're up.
Okay. Avard will be running up to right here. And he will be two-handing the Sunblade. Do I still get Great Weapon Master that way, or does it have to be like a Great Sword or a Great Axe?
Click the feet.
Gotcha. As soon as I find it, there's a lot here. Jesus, what is?
Oh,
I don't have it on my character sheet. Fucking shit. Okay. Oh, it has to be a heavy weapon. Fuck. Okay. Alright, so we're not two-handing it. Or we are two-handing it, but no Great Weapon Master. All that fucking blows. Okay. We don't get hatred, right?
they're not undead.
Okay. We're gonna do reckless.
That'll hit.
Nice.
That'll also hit.
We're not gonna dump smite. Okay. Math.
You start slashing into the first one you run up on.
Yeah.
You hit him a bunch. He wasn't screaming before. He turns and looks at you and starts screaming, and so does the middle one. And the last one who was screaming at Cal now turns and looks at you and is screaming at you.
Avron is also screaming.
Okay. In between Avran and Soma's turn, it disappears, and it appears next to Avran.
Fuck.
Probably better for Soma and Hezrod.
Soma, you're up.
Sadly, that probably doesn't count as movement for me to get an attack of opportunity, but
Teleportation.
Yeah.
And also, you already used your reaction.
This is a new initiative round, though.
This is the
Doesn't
first.
matter.
Yeah, this is the first. This is the start of your turn, so you just got it back.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And you said it was 10 feet down, 8 feet down?
About 8 feet. 10 feet's fine. Just round
Okay.
up.
So I will use a bonus action to dash here. I'll try and walk across the beam, but I don't know if my spider climb slippers will matter for that or if I still need to make an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics needed.
Sorry, yes or no?
No.
Sorry. Okay. And then can I walk down the wall slightly to be able to stab it with staying on the wall with my spider climb
Yeah.
slippers? Okay. I'm going to do that then. 21 hits, yeah?
Yep.
Wow, that is some Chad sneak attack damage. Grand
Alright.
total of 13 after all those ones. Okay.
Don't do turn.
So lucky.
I'm done. Yeah.
Okay. So to go to Hezrod, who will try and make his way across the way there, because he saw you do it so easily.
And I'll be as cool as me.
He does make it. Once he gets to that position, he is going to cast Eldritch Blast at the tops of it. So it will have cover because most of it's kind of hidden behind that, but +2 to its AC. So Eldritch Blast. I genuinely don't know how he finds anything on the sheet. It's really bad. He misses both shots. Scylla will stand up. And seeing this as their opportunity to just leave. But
Wait, that's an option?
she
Not
will
for all of us.
dash as a bonus action. She'll actually be moving 5 feet back. Because she had to go down the thing. And then she will use her action to dodge. Alright. It goes to the Retriever's initiative. It will attack. Actually,
Just
roll.
normal rules.
Someone roll a d6.
Got you.
Nope.
So, first things first. Avran,
Yeah.
go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Gotcha.
And then I'll go ahead and attack you twice.
18.
That'll fail.
Okay.
You'll take 39 force damage.
Alright, cool.
And then I'll...
What do you
I didn't speak fast enough. Oh.
what you see as it appears, its eye kind of starts glowing, and this beam of kind of blue energy slams into you.
Alright.
You expect it to be like a laser and hot or something, but it's not. It's just a concussive beam that kind of slams into you. And then its two bladed limbs kind of start kind of pulsating and slamming down towards you.
Would danger sense? No, it doesn't matter.
18 was the high roll. So,
Yeah, yeah,
danger
doesn't
sense would have mattered, but yeah. I currently have advantage against you, right? You reckless attack.
Yeah, but with the
Disadvantage. Yeah, got you. Okay, so then just 2 regular hits. And you are currently resistant to slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing damage, but you're not resistant to any of the other types, right?
yes.
Okay, cool. So you're going to be taking 5 slashing damage from the first hit and 13 force damage from that same hit.
Okay.
And then from the second hit, you're going to be taking 2 slashing damage. And you're going to be taking 11 force damage.
Okay.
All right. The dwarves who are currently screaming in unison seem to activate, kind of turning away from the wall. As you're kind of looking at them, just so you have an idea of what you're kind of swinging at
Mm.
and what's swinging back at you, this is kind of what they look like. They
Ooh,
have
hardcore.
armor on.
Able, I'll be right back.
No problem. As they turn to face you, you realize that the hammers, they weren't holding them and using them. They were actually their hands. And they appear to have these kind of strange, like, pincer-like claws on the other hand. And like the hood I mentioned, and the strange kind of device in the top of its head. They are going to start slamming on you, though.
Okay,
And
that's
this
gross.
one will move.
These are with advantage because I got hit.
Oh, because displacement only... Yeah. Cool.
Whatever you hit me with, I'm done.
All right, so we're going. Sorry, it's I'm reading the straight engine of pain. Oh, it only activates when it's cognizant. Okay, cool. So they seem to be kind of like clunking along as they're kind of getting ready to fight you. They're still screaming, but you also can hear like the insides of them howling as well. It's almost like they're a train, and like their mouth is now the locomotive spout. They're each going to swing once with both of their hands. The first one will hit. Second one will hit. Hit. Hit.
Everyone's dead.
Yeah.
He's just dead.
They start tearing into him, smashing him, and knocking him down into a bloody mass. Hezrod. No! Okay. The retriever and the dwarfs are done. Ruben, you're up.
Okay, so what I missed was Avran dying again.
Sorry, I'm trying to do a sentinel hit now that that's all done.
Oh, sorry, hold on. That actually might change. No. Go ahead and make the sentinel attack against the retriever, yeah.
Yeah, that's a 28, so that hits.
Cool.
I don't know if I technically get sneak attack or not.
Yeah, you do.
Alright, that's 26.
Yeah, because it would have happened after the retriever attacked Avran, who was still alive after the retriever finished. Then the dwarves turned around and pummeled him to death.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, when somebody casts revival.
Well, the only reason I initiated those attacks is because I was like, oh, he's got a displacement cloak. And then as I was getting ready to start rolling him, he said, oh, the displacement's no longer effective. Like, okay.
Sometimes that's life, dog.
I just have
and
to,
death.
I just have to go with it. Ruben, you're up. You definitely hear the wet thuds of Avran being pummeled to death.
Okay. So
Great.
No.
Super great.
So
Standard Avran behavior. It's fine.
I'm going to cast. I have an idea. I don't know if this is going to be a great idea or not, but it's an idea. I don't think right now damage is going to be a good thing to do being a target. But my idea is to distract it, like it just teleported because of that scream.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a minor illusion cantrip to mimic that scream over here, as if one of those dwarves was over here making an alert scream to try and get the displacer to teleport that way.
Okay. Roll an Arcana check.
Okay. Arcana. 26.
You heard one screaming, and it didn't teleport, it just ran around. It
Yeah.
wasn't until all three were screaming that it was able to teleport. So
Awesome. So I can create a sound or image of an object. Or so could I make that sound of all three over there?
yeah, okay. Go ahead and make a deception roll.
Okay.
Does anybody want to spend their inspiration?
You can have mine. Take mine.
Okay. It'll use its reaction to teleport over into that corner. It very quickly realizes that it's has no target there, and its eye snaps onto Cal.
Yay.
Oh yeah, Kel's over there. I could barely see that.
Oh no.
Sorry.
You're welcome.
All right,
Full send.
Cal, you're up. It is
Oh.
adjacent. Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna also move.
Can he reach me 8 feet up? I'm
He's
assuming
about
he can.
12 to 15 feet tall, like just
Awesome.
standing on his legs, and his arms kind of shoot out a good
Wonderful.
10-foot reach.
I don't know what to do. I need to
Lie down. Try not to cry. Cry a lot.
Oh, I guess it's my fault we're here, so.
Disengage.
This is how we end the campaign.
I'm just gonna look down at it.
I'm not gonna lie,
Say, gotta go.
It could happen.
Huh.
That's what Jonah said. I'm not gonna lie, it could happen.
This is how it ends.
I thought there was a healthy enough respect or fear of the creature that we weren't going to get into this situation. But
I didn't think I was gonna. I don't know. Okay,
here we are.
here we are. I'm gonna say gotta go fast. Cast Astral Undone Stride,
Okay.
and I'm gonna fucking bolt it.
Just get it going good. So your speed increases by
Down.
20, so you have 50 feet.
Literally there.
Okay. And do you provoke opportunity attacks? You don't. Okay, cool.
Nope.
Zip, zip, zip. And you still have your action?
Then I will turn this way and I will shoot my last shot at this feller
Okay.
right here. I honestly feel bad about getting us into combat. I'm sorry, everybody. By the way.
That'll hit.
I'll keep him.
Solid shot. As you kind of hit into its kind of chest area, you watch as a bit of metal kind of flares away. You can see that there's flesh underneath, but you can also see that it seems to be bolted to the artifice of the body. Seems to be this half thing, a hybrid between the two. Kel done. Avran, you're dead. Soma.
Well, let's see here.
Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
This should take 1d6 fire damage because I'm standing up here, right?
It's immune to
Within
fire
5
damage.
feet. Oh well, okay. I'm away. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Did you do the hunter's mark damage?
That's on this guy.
Yeah, you should. Oh, no, you didn't.
Good.
Okay.
Immune to
Yeah.
fire, necrotic, poison, psychic, bludgeoning, piercing, and
Okay.
slashing from non-magical.
Anything, yeah.
Well, I shifted it from being adamantine because I didn't want to. I didn't want to be that
That'd be
evil.
something.
And then I gave it the defender ability for the people in the lair, so it was a
I mean, you
shift.
did clobber Avran. That's kind of evil.
Well, he ran up on dudes who weren't even in a fight. Like,
That's
Did.
par for course. He's there to be clobbered.
right. So,
Oh, yeah.
Soma, you're up.
God,
Chad
none of
Walker
these
Door
options are
sandwich.
great.
Oh, expect nothing less, my friend. Well, looks like I got here just in time. I'm up next.
Yeah.
Is there? Okay, I'm gonna drop down on this side, and that puts me out of line of sight from everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll use hide as an action just to kind of take stock, because I saw those dwarves beat the ever-living shit out of Avran, so I don't want none of that, and I'm not going to go toe-to-toe with the Reclaimer or whatever it is. Let me find
As
hide
you're
on
shifting
me.
into that position, I do want to stress something that you're seeing. You're kind of seeing Kel like zoom and like fly across the way with fire feet and like jumping and landing over there. What you're watching the retriever do as like the fire kind of like rips around it is the eye doesn't seem to like concern itself with the fact that there's rock in the way. It seems to still be kind of locking its single eye onto where Kel is, like it's looking through the rock.
Well, without much else that seems reasonable to do at this point, I'm still gonna go with it, even though the mechanical monster should still be able to see me. Maybe the dwarves can't, at least.
It doesn't seem to be
Mechanical,
focused
you
on you
say?
though.
No. Then I'm done.
Yep, Hezrod, you're up. And also, your character sheet is fucking disgusting. You are a hot mess. There's so much bullshit. Clean it up. Dirty character sheet. Dude, I
Are you talking about all the?
Why the fuck
fucking
do you still
attacks I
have? Why the fuck do you still have War Fury? Like that shouldn't even be on your sheet. Clean it up. Anyway, no, don't clean it up. The game's gonna end in a couple of weeks. Do what you want.
Oh, what do you?
But just be judge. Just be judge. Look over at Elizabeth's character sheet. Nice, tidy, beautiful, perfect.
Yeah, Astilla's
Breezy
basically just got here.
Wait, Avran's dead?
Dead. He's deceased.
Oh no.
He's been dead for a whole round, which means he has 9 more rounds for Revivify. Yeah, I'm keeping track of things.
Yeah. I'm like, late, one time. Avran's like, I got this. No.
Well, no, he thought that these were going to be easy peasants like the hobgoblins, and it turned out not to be the case.
Yeah, one of those hobgoblins could cast fireball. Not easy.
Yeah, these guys can just murder him. They just murdered him. That's what they did. They just ripped him apart.
Fuck. I just got here, and I've already got to spend my action to save somebody. Well, maybe now's not the right time.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you can wait until you get murdered by the dwarfs yourself.
Yeah, we'll see.
We're not even gonna make it to Malika.
That'll
You said they're
snowball us.
mechanical, correct?
Everything in this room besides your party is mechanical, yes.
Well, I'm gonna cast Shatter.
Are you targeting it on the
I think I'm
dwarves?
gonna have to center it on Avran.
Yeah, there's no
Just do it. It's already mincemeat. The corpse is gone.
Yeah, there's no way you're not affecting that. I will let you know. Just reserve your choices here very accordingly. The body is in the area of effect.
We probably want to keep the body semi together.
Could you
I'm pretty sure you
cast
would
shadow
just
on the
need.
wall? Or have-
What's this torch icon here?
It's a light that was thrown.
It's gone now.
Pebble light.
And is this a pit that Hezrod's in?
Yeah, it's about 8 to 10 feet down from. You're on top of
You're on
He's
top
up.
of it.
He's up.
Yeah.
Avran, and the dwarfs are in a
I
pit.
guess Stella would be in the pit.
Stella's in the pit.
Ah,
Do you need a body for a Revivify? Or can you do it like
Yes.
to an arm? Okay.
no, that's
Or
No.
like pace.
Is it like taking a torn dollar bill to the bank, and as long as it's like 70% of the bill or something like that, it's still good?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, there's also the
how
scroll.
deep is that pit?
8 feet.
About 8 feet.
Okay.
10-foot drop.
Store many
And
missing
it's just
body parts.
a hole in the ground. There's no like acid or lava.
Nothing crazy.
Okay. What is the state of Avran's body? Can I even revivify it?
Yeah, they didn't rip him like into pieces. They just bludgeoned him with massive hammer hands and then clawed at him. So there's some solid cuts and some big old like deep welts, but like
He's tenderized.
you've definitely seen his body in worse condition.
That's fair.
Or it has been or worse.
So, assuming I can move in this manner, Hezrod's going to move around the pit to
Yeah.
about here. He's gonna grab Avran's body by the
Well,
ankle.
you have to drop down into the pit. He is 8 feet down, so you got to go down there. These
Oh,
the
Avran
little
is?
the white pieces are like islands,
Oh, okay. Sorry, I
and
thought the
they're
white pieces were.
above the ground.
Got you. Okay. Yeah. Well, fuck. That changes things. Okay. So starting here. God damn it! Roll 20. Stop it. God damn it! Roll 20. Stop it. So starting here. 5. How much movement does it cost me to drop down to the pit?
So if you're just dropping, you'll need to make an acrobatics check. If you climb down, it's going to be 20 feet because it's 10 feet. You double the movement.
All right. I'm going to drop down because it will save me the
Make an acrobatics check. Ten successful.
Fuck yeah. Okay, land on my feet. I'm going to grab Avran's body by the ankle. So that's 10 feet of movement I spent so far.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to use my action to dash, and I'm just going to fucking drag him.
You move at half your speed. So however far you're going to move, just whatever you have
So I've
left
still
is
got 50 feet of movement, so I can move 25.
Yep. Hoof it.
Okay, so we'll do like
And the corpse,
5,
Avran, will be right behind him from the direction he moves.
20.
You want me to move him or?
Yeah, you'll have to, yeah.
Okay.
Gives you
1,
something to do.
2, 3, 4,
Think
That's
about
not-
where you went wrong.
Sure.
I don't think you'd want
5, 10, 15, 20.
to. That's in the line of.
Don't worry about it. Hazard wouldn't know. He didn't see a teleport.
That's fair.
25.
Estella,
Put Avran right there.
seeing the situation as it stands.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Can I just move Avran to a space adjacent to me?
No, it has to be the one that would be. He moves the same distance you do.
Okay. So, yeah, you see Hezrod just like jump down to the pit, and he's like, ah, ah, ah! And then he just grabs Avran's body by the ankle and runs away.
Okay. She is going to.
I'm sorry. I do have a bonus action. So, I guess as I'm running away, I will cast Spiritual Weapon behind me, and basically in the square that Avran was in. So it's just going to be a normal size shark.
Okay.
And then, which one of these guys looks the most beat up?
That one.
Okay, so I'll make a spiritual weapon attack against him.
17 hits. That'll kill him.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, so that'll be
Yeah, I see
an
the
extra
damage.
1d8 damage, but if that's enough damage to kill him, he's dead.
So, Estella, seeing the situation kind of unfolding as it is going to not rush into a fight with them. She's going to climb up and then use her bonus action to hide. And then she is going to, not having drawn a weapon yet, ready her silvered longbow. Or no, sorry, she doesn't have a longbow, she has a longsword. She's gonna ready her gun. She's got a pistol.
Whoa. Guns.
Yep. Alright, that's it for her. It'll go to me murdering myself some more. So the first action that happens calls out her pistol shot. So the retriever jumps up onto the platform, seemingly uninhibited by this. It's not really taxing on it. She
Oh, fuck.
shoots it, hits, but it's not magical, so it doesn't matter. And then the retriever launches, landing next to Kel, and the blades come straight down. And its eye beam shoots as well. So attack. 17 hits, Kel?
He's already left the building. He knows he's fucking dead.
Was that a yeah?
17 does hit.
Okay, cool. And then make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah, not too good. Okay, so you take 12 slashing damage, then 17 slashing damage, and then you take 27 force damage.
All right.
As it comes down, the blades kind of slam down into you, and then its eye kind of streaks upwards, and this blue beam kind of just smashes into you, like kind of uppercuts you.
12 plus 17 plus 22.
Correct. No, 27. 27.
No. Neat.
All right. So they, seeing the situation as it is, are split in their focus. One of them sees Kel and will rush over to help the retriever. The other one does not really pay attention to that side and is kind of focused where the elf was, but seeing that she's kind of vanished from his sight, will kind of run forward, screaming at the mage. All right, so claw hammer against Kel, 7 misses and 15 misses, and then against Ruben, first attack misses, second attack hits. Reactions.
I'll use reaction to do shield.
Shield will block the hammer. So as the claw kind of comes in, it kind of snaps and you kind of jump back. Then you see the hammer kind of fly forward. You're not expecting it. You see that it like has a lever, or sorry, like a hydraulic inside of it, causes the hammer to extend outwards. And as that does so, you quickly throw up the shield, slams into the shield, and kind of holds there for a second until the arcane force pushes it back. It is now your initiative, Ruben.
Right. Gonna use Misty Step to come up here.
Okay. That'll be fine.
That's my bonus action. Okay, wait. I'm actually gonna go further than that if I can. Let's see. 1, 2.
It'll see a
3.
position you can see, so that's why I said that'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. So you kind of like look at it, kind of jump backwards, leap upwards, and see it. And just as you're about to fall, you kind of fall into the mists and appear, kind of landing up there.
Okay. So I'm gonna
move.
So would it take an action for me to operate the secret door? Or
No,
is it
secret door is
kind
just
of like
push.
I should push a button?
Yeah, push. Well, there's no button. It turns. Yeah.
Okay. So like if I did a full move, I wouldn't be able to close it, correct?
I'd say if you were going to use your action, you'd close it. Closing it's a little bit different than opening it, if you get my meaning. Like,
well, so I'll be straight with my intention. I intend to do the deception again with a 3, and then try and trap it behind the secret door.
Oh, I get you. Roll an Arcana check before you run over there.
Okay. Because there's only 2 now, so I don't know if it will be able to teleport to 13.
You can certainly try.
All right.
You're not sure if it'll work or not. So you run over there, and
I do the yeah, I'm gonna do the ambush, or sorry, not the ambush, the minor illusion.
Okay.
When
the sounds kind of blare out, you realize that it isn't teleporting. It's not shifting over in that direction. Nothing happens. There's no response to it. No deception check required.
Okay.
Yeah, it only has the teleportation as long as they're active. It's them that's actually giving them that ability. The Ruben is...
because one died...
It doesn't teleport anymore, yeah.
It can't. Okay, got it.
But,
okay.
Yeah, it definitely was susceptible to the audio cues. It's just that the fact that one of the hoods no longer has anything powering it.
Yeah.
Ruben done. Kel, you are up.
Trying to remove it from the equation, guys.
Roll
right.
for the stride.
What's that again?
How many concentration rolls do I need to roll for the stride?
Oh god, how many times did it hit you?
3.
So 3. I believe they were all less than 27 would have been a DC 13. So 10, 13, 10. Or 10, 10, 13.
Is that on the sheet? I haven't had to do this yet.
Constitution saving throw, so you'll go up to the saving throws. Constitution saving throw.
Gotcha.
So 10, 10, 13. You failed it.
Great. Anyway. Ignore the second one. Or the
Third one.
It doesn't matter. They all failed.
No, the first one passed.
Oh, second one. Okay. Too bad I got rid of my inspiration.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Bye, buddy.
And
Appreciate that.
I believe it was for the retriever to appear next to you and then focus on you and kill you.
Karma, I guess, for sneaking into this chamber.
And staring down a door. It's like, and he
Is
stares
this
at
another
you,
example of actions having consequences?
And he's staring at you. And are you holding a
Guess
gun?
so.
And you're like, yeah, I'm holding a gun. Yeah. Not. I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna walk away. I'm just gonna walk away. If he's creepily staring at me and looking at my weapon, I'm just gonna leave.
I waved. I was very non-menacing.
Ah, okay.
But, yeah, it's okay.
Fair enough.
What am I gonna
He's
do?
just a simple fish, John.
I'm just a simple... I am literally a simple fish.
More than fair.
Where'd that come from? Disengage
Yeah. It's,
and ugh. Ugh.
well, you can't move through him.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Nothing gives you the ability to do that. Your options are up or back into the corner.
Fortunately,
Well,
you're
that's
still
not-
within
that's
its
not gonna
range, so like it doesn't get an attack of opportunity, right? So
Well, it'll take you 20 to get up to the ledge. Then you can move 10 into the ledge.
Well, I couldn't do like that.
No.
It's around.
Yeah, but it's not a walkable distance. It's an upwards distance.
All right, I guess we'll go.
See how there's like a little bit of white on the edge there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the signifier. So
All right.
it's 10 from this position here. So you can probably end here if you would want. Or you can end here. Yeah, good call. All right.
Yay.
And then you have a bonus action. Oh, actually, I'm gonna do you a solid. I'm gonna be a nice guy. You ready for me to be a friendly, nice guy? Friendly, nice guy. Go ahead and move back for a second.
Sure.
So, oh, you could have concentrated on 2 effects anyways. The 100 mark was already gone. Got it.
Oh,
Yeah. So go back to where you were. Sorry, my brain was doing it
Yeah.
dumb. I was trying to help, but okay.
Can I, as a bonus action, take something out of my backpack?
You can take something out of your backpack just as an item interaction. Yeah, absolutely, you can.
I want to take out the bag of tricks.
Okay, you have a bag of tricks. To use a bag of tricks
Yeah.
is an action.
I know.
Okay. Avran, you are up.
Okay. I would like to be alive.
Damn, that's all it
Okay.
takes?
No. So,
Can I
You said,
cast-
please.
Can I cast lay on hands?
can I cast Be Alive? Like to cast.
Is this a dwarf right next to me?
Yeah, it's a dwarf.
Okay, I guess I will.
You're still
take
hit.
this-
You're still hidden from it, so
Okay, so I'll get advantage on the roll to
Mhm.
stab it.
yeah, the dwarf's like, where the fuck did he go?
Doesn't fucking matter. Also, here I am.
Oof.
that'll miss. As you kind of rush forward, it kind of turns suddenly and kind of catches your rapier with its claw, which ping, and then kind of pushes you back.
That sure sounds like it's time to use disengage and
Beat.
5, 10. So I already moved 5. That's 10. 10 to
15.
get up. 20. We're gonna get to here.
Cool. All right. So done. Heads right up. Oh.
God damn it, Jonah.
Just do it. It wasn't his
No,
fault.
because he'll just go down again. He'll probably die.
No, he'll
instantly.
probably lay on hands himself the second he gets back up.
I mean,
Yeah, but there's a whole lot of enemies between now and then.
In all honesty,
there's one less.
like there was no reason for him to even hypothesize that those guys were as strong as they were. No reason at all. Like he was trying to split the offense. He was like, "You guys deal with the boss, and I'll deal with these minions." Oh shit! Also, the boss
Now
is
it's
hitting
all
me
of
too.
Yeah.
Everything
I
is
didn't
fighting me.
expect it to teleport and
Yeah.
then just be like, "Ha ha, motherfucker!" You know?
Is this that spider that we saw that was like,
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
okay,
It is.
I don't know why Hezrod was just like, it's not bothering us. Why fuck with it?
No, it fucked with us.
No, we gonna fuck
No.
with it.
No, Kel
Yeah.
went to go into the next room. I gave him a couple of
was
cues
scouting.
to stay away from the dwarves, and then they started screaming.
I did. I was over here. I was
Yeah.
over here.
I know. I'm sorry. I was not as subtle as I guess I was too subtle.
Hezrod's gonna put himself between Avran and the bad guys. He's gonna cast Shatter, catching these two individuals.
Okay.
He's gonna cast it at 4th level.
Okay.
Let me just put that up real quick. Could have rolled better damage. Ignore that 4.
Yeah, no problem.
But that is going to be 29 damage. That's a DC. Why?
Okay.
Not saving throw. It's a DC 16 saving throw.
So the retriever is in an awkward position because it says inorganic material. However, it is made out of organic metal, so it will not have the disadvantage, and it already has advantage anyways. So I'm just gonna simplify the process and give it straight roll. The other guy's fucked. So
Good.
29 for the retriever. Even if it had disadvantage, it got a 19 on the other roll. And then the hammer. He dies. He dies.
Seeing that this thing it didn't take as much damage as you wanted, Hezrod kind of like scowls and like stamps his feet and just makes a bunch of ruckus. He's basically throwing a tantrum.
Okay.
He's not happy. Bonus action, I'm gonna have my shark zero in on this guy. Float over there, make a spiritual weapon attack.
Sure.
You're right, I do need to clean up my
You
character.
sure do. Like 90 goddamn attack. That hits. 12
Gain
damage.
inspiration for telling John he was correct, and then lose it because you can't find it on your fucking sheet.
Lose it
I
in
mean,
the
I
sheet.
thought Corso had a lot going on. I think Corso still has more going on.
What's the 2d8?
That was divine, like holy strike, whatever.
You can't do that with a spiritual weapon.
It's a spell attack.
Oh, right.
I feel like you're just making up cleric words. Divine holy strike of divine vengeance power.
Buzzwords, buddy. It works.
Indeed. Definitely.
So that is
Final.
16 plus,
Yeah, I got it. It's all done.
yeah, 26.
Okay. Cool. Anything else from you? No, I don't think so.
Nope,
You
that's
moved-
it.
yeah,
That's
all
all
of
I got.
So we'll bonus action hide. Whoosh. And then she will drop down and garrote the hammer. Yeah, he dies.
Damn. Big damage.
She'll move to here for cover. Okay. After that, so after the shatter was cast, you see it kind of detonate and kind of ripple across the body of the retriever. Its face kind of turns, its single eye kind of locks in on Hezrod. Chad, roll a d6.
Roll, I'm sorry?
A d6.
Okay. I got a 3.
Okay. Now make a dexterity saving throw, and it'll charge you.
I got a 14.
Cool. You fail. Take 29 points of force damage, and
God
then
damn it.
as it slashes into you, you'll be taking 19 damage and then 14 damage. It's mixed force and slashing.
Okay, so what's my damage total?
Sure. Let me do the math. 29 plus 19 plus 14 is 62 points of damage.
Okay, so were either of those an attack?
The first one was a magical feature, not a spell, and then the two after that were attacks.
Okay, and you said the first one was 19?
Yeah, but you're supposed to declare any kind of reactions. Sorry.
Well, it can only be an attack, so you
What?
sort of just like threw the damage at me.
Yeah, it's my fault. I'm relaying this in hindsight.
Yeah, so first attack, I'm going to use Fury Shield.
Okay. Cool.
Um,
It's immune to its own damage. It's fine. It doesn't.
okay, fuck whatever this thing is.
Its weapons don't treat are not treated as magical attacks, and it is immune to damage from non-magical attacks.
Okay, so, but I still prevent the damage.
Yeah. And
Okay,
you see it kind of
so-
ripple across it, but it doesn't do anything.
All right, so let me do some math here real quick. So what's my damage total? The 29 plus the second one?
43.
43 total?
Yep. All my dwarfs are dead, so Ruben, you're up.
All right. Moving back. How's the retriever look?
It doesn't seem to have changed.
Like it still looks like undamaged.
Yeah.
Great.
Man, John really wants to wrap this game up.
Not really.
No.
All right, folks. I think I have to pull out a big gun.
Fucking please, you waited this long?
So I'm thinking, well, force to pin it down, and then we can just hit the hell out of it or get away. But I'm also thinking about making a bigger boom. So let's so my only worry about using wall of force is that it's gonna dig and get out easily. So
That does
Because-
seem possible, yeah.
yeah. But if it's seeming like it's uninjured, I don't know if like I'm gonna be able to do enough damage to. It might be better to pin it down.
Well, if we're gonna kill it with damage, we gotta start with damage, I guess. But yeah, I don't know.
Immune to physical, you said?
To me, it's a non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. Yeah. Also, lightning, necrotic, psychic, and poison.
Lightning.
I thought you said fire.
Fire. Sorry, wrong one. My brain's dumb.
Oh, okay. This makes
The guys over there who never got to take lightning damage have something happen when they take lightning damage, but they're dead now, so it doesn't matter.
right, like explode. Well, knowing that it's, I mean, my deception stuff isn't working, but all the dwarves are now dead. So maybe if it hears a dwarf, it's gonna come toward me. But I don't know if I want that because I'll die immediately.
Just whatever you want to do.
Yeah, it'll just look at you and you'll spontaneously combust, probably.
I would say in the grand scheme of things, this isn't the biggest fight ever. So, I mean, I know it feels really bad and you're kind of like on the back foot, but I promise you,
Right.
like, overthinking it is, it's welcome, but at the same time, it's not warranted. This is, you're good. Just however you want to do it.
All right, I'm gonna wall force it. I'm gonna put a
Okay.
dome over it. It's not gonna be sealed down to the floor so that we can throw spells under it. It's a 10-foot bubble, so it won't be able to move. And since I learned that it can't teleport anymore, hopefully that means that it's gonna have to take some time to get out of it. It'll be pretty close to the ground so that we can just put spells underneath. It's not gonna be able to attack through it.
Yeah, so you all see a bubble kind of floating off of the ground a bit appear above the creature. Everybody except Avran, who can't see right now because he's dead.
He's the most hurt.
You just gotta keep just kicking me while I'm down.
I'm
you
sorry.
jerk!
I'm trying.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how fucking dead are you right now?
I'm trying.
Fucking dead.
I'm trying really hard to like. So, a quick note: if you can attack it, it can attack you. So, just a heads up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's
I'm
good to
talking
know.
about like if I do an area of effect spell that I can cast into
Yeah. So,
underneath
what
it.
I'm saying is, if there's an available space open large enough for you to kind of see through and target through, I can attack out of it. Is what I'm telling you. You said you've made it free floating off of the ground, which means you had to give it enough space to be able to see it from that. So it's high enough that it can get a blade out.
No, I like 3 inches of space.
Yeah, granted. Blades aren't
Yeah.
that thick.
Okay.
It's Scyther.
But you know who can't shoot him? Kel, because he can't get an angle from up there.
It's okay. I'm alright with it. Wait, how high is he off the ground?
It is not off the ground. There's a bubble that's over top of it, 3 inches off of the ground.
Oh,
Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay.
A half bubble, not a full bubble.
I'm fine.
All right. Kel, you doing anything on your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw one of the things from the bag of tan tricks.
Okay,
So I'm gonna roll a d8,
cool.
and it's gonna be a fucking weasel. Just watch.
Hey, Weasel could probably fit in there.
Hey, yeah. Oh my god, could you imagine?
Trapped
No,
in an
it's
invisible
no,
bubble with
it's
a
fucking
weasel.
Tiger. It's a tiger.
Tiger's not gonna fit in there.
It's not,
Does
but
this
it's gonna
thing have
be ready
any,
for
like-
when he opens up.
Does this thing have a mouth
It's a meat shield.
or like an orifice?
Nope.
So I would throw it like right
A
there.
weird out of context question, Chad.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to figure out where to
I
put all the
know.
bombs.
Right here. Probably right there.
Yeah, it's dropping. Take your time.
Nice.
No, I was talking about the bombs. The bombs, put them right here.
Oh, you said you were throwing out a tiger, though, right?
No, I was talking to Chad.
Yeah, it's giving
Okay.
me some advice.
I'm just making you a tiger.
Thank you. Look at him. Look at him go.
You have a tiger now.
Nice look for you.
Yay.
Fuck.
It's gonna help with that physical immunity.
Sure, why not?
It's a meat shield. So that was my action, but I
Okay.
was actually gonna have Fiora come down there, and then I was going to slide down. Do I make a save or?
Yeah,
You could use 20 feet of movement to just do it.
drop down.
Tiger.
Well,
Tiger.
Yeah, that's
Tiger
fine.
wasn't that big.
yeah.
Alright. Good.
Okay. Cal done, Abrin up. Oh, right. Soma.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Alividid.
Be alive now.
Yes.
Not the dead one.
Then I'm gonna cast 9th level Smite bitch ass monster.
Soma, you're up. Do you also don't have
sorry,
a means
is-
of targeting it?
Yeah, is the wall of force visible?
Yeah.
Or okay, I'm just gonna get my. I'm gonna draw my short bow and ready to shoot it if it gets out, or if you'll let me, if it sneaks a blade out, try to shoot that to see if that actually does anything.
Absolutely fine. That's really cool. I like that. All right, Hezrod, you're up.
Cool. I'm gonna use my action to cast Cure Wounds on myself at 5th level.
Okay, and so we've got the parameters. It's 3 inches off of the ground, so you can shoot spells underneath. That's fine. A bomb will not fit. Bombs are not 3
Good to know.
inches. They're meaty, like link bombs. You could bowl with them.
And it makes sense that I wouldn't make it big enough for a bomb because I don't think in bomb. So
Yeah, and
But you're not the chief exploder.
obviously it's attacking out of cover, so like it's not going to. I mean, it's going to be attacking you with cover, so you're going to have 3/4 cover. It's not like it's absolutely attacking you freely or anything. It's doing so with an
Okay.
inhibition. Likewise, if you want to swing a weapon at it or shoot at it, that would be the same. You would be shooting at it. It would have 3/4 cover, so +5 to its AC.
Okay. I'm probably not going to survive this next round.
Just move away from it.
Get away. Get away. He can't follow you.
I got to get away.
Yeah, but an attack of opportunity will probably fuck
You have +5 AC because it's
Because of cover.
it's got
and
an attack
disengage.
underneath. Or you can just disengage if you don't have an action.
Why do I have cover from it?
Because you're on the other side of a bubble.
Yeah, the force.
It's
They've used the
okay.
force.
there's a wall.
Excellent. Good to know. Is it completely?
So one more
Is there
time.
a way around?
We're
the
gonna
wall?
we're gonna explain the wall one more time. Just one more time, okay?
I don't know how
No,
it's drawn.
listen. Just hear it out, okay? It is a dome that sits on top of it, and it's lifted off of the ground 3 inches. So there is a big old dome on top of it that's
Okay.
3 inches off the ground.
Will
Okay?
my spectral weapon slide under the dome?
I would say that because it's spectral, it cannot. Because I believe the Wall of Force inhibits spells from moving through it, correct?
It yes, as long so nothing from the ethereal plane.
And
can
the
go
spiritual
through.
sign is very much keyed towards the square, not the item. So yeah, it doesn't go through. It would be barred from entering.
Well, okay, that's good to know. I don't have any way to heal myself with a bonus action. I rolled so fucking poorly on that cure wounds. Dismal. Yeah.
Classic
Bonus
Chad.
action, Run away.
I have been sitting with no Chad for a while there. I forgot that it didn't pop him up on the Twitch stream.
See, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. That's my movement. 1, 2, 3.
And you didn't disengage, right?
No.
Okay, so long shot attack. Yeah, 15 misses.
Yeah, I'm gonna park my spectral weapon right here
Okay.
to try and dissuade it. My shark swims menacingly in circles. That's it for Hezrod. How many rounds does Avran have left? I think that this is Hezrod's, I think, second turn. since he's here.
Avran has 6 more turns.
Okay.
It'll be 5 more turns when the retriever goes, because that's when he died.
Got you. Cool. Thank you.
Yep. Estella will, looking at the situation, just kind of climb back up and bonus action hide, action dodge, kind of looking over at Ruben as she does so, kind of like, because she has nothing she can do at current either. Alright, it goes to the retriever, who will, the tiger's on ground level, is that accurate?
Yeah.
Okay,
Bye-bye, tiger.
cool, I'll, murder it, I suppose.
It
Um,
was a distraction.
yeah, it's +5 to its AC, but that's not going to be sufficient. It kills it with a slashing.
Goodbye.
And then, is the spider also on the ground level?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
It needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Yay. All right, mister.
Okay. That will be unsuccessful. It takes 27 points of force damage. What you watch happen is the blades kind of drop down and then spin and then rip upwards towards the tiger, lancing it in the face, and then slam back underneath the force barrier. Its head kind of spins around the top of it, and its eye starts kind of glowing blue, kind of distorted in the color of the force gauge, and then it aims its head down. A beam of force strikes the ground and then snaps up into the spider and hits it.
So like ricochets off the ground.
Correct.
Fantastic.
Fuck this thing.
The only prerequisite for the beams is sight, not a direct line of sight.
This is some
That's
real
cheating.
magic fuckery.
Just saying, it's a spell-like effect. Similarly, if you can see it, you can cast spells at it. Similarly,
So-
likewise. It is not a spell. You cannot counterspell it,
Yeah.
if that's what you're about to ask.
No, I'm not. So even if I had the force shield all the way down to the ground.
Oh no! I'd be fucked because it
Okay.
would you there's an opening, so
Yeah.
the force wall stops spells from going through it.
Yeah.
But since there is an opening,
Yeah.
right. Similarly, you can cast spells back in underneath it, which was your intent. I can just also do that too.
Yeah.
Would Eldritch Blast be able to
Yeah.
squeeze through there?
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
absolutely.
It'll have +5 AC because it's an attack roll. Because cover will still be pertinent. But yeah, if you're casting a spell that only requires sight, you can skip it underneath and catch it like inside. But if you're casting a spell that requires an attack, any attack is going to have that +5 buffer because there's 3/4 cover for everything, both sides.
So, like, area of effects are going to be good.
Oh yeah, if you throw a fireball in there, I would allow you to say that it only detonates inside the cage.
Right, exactly.
I'd be okay with that. But again, it's immune to fire, so don't do that.
Right, no.
You misleading son of a bitch.
But if you were to shatter, then it would only sit inside. Yeah. But yeah, it's done. Ruben, you are up. So let's see the wombo combo, the maneuver. You've got him in the cup now. Let's see the balls. Because balls and
Show us
cups
the
game.
balls. Show us the balls.
Hmm.
I can't show you the balls.
Grab his
because-
dick and twist it.
Rip his fucking head off.
Because
Gonna get
the
banned
area
from
of effect
Twitch.
spell that I have is ball. So, what I'll do instead is, yeah, please do that. By the way, Chad. Yes.
Smoke your cigarette.
No. The first thing, the lightning bolt part.
Oh. What are you doing?
Yeah, so you're amping me up for stuff that I went to contain him and give our other caster a chance to do stuff too, because my damage spells are mainly things that he's immune to.
Then do what you gotta do on your turn.
So I'm basically telling everybody to stay in cover. He can still attack, or it can still attack, and then move to attack out of cover as much as possible. And then I'm going to use yeah, it's just gonna have to be I'm gonna
Estella at this point would say as a free action to you, can you make the cage go away at will?
I can.
She says, on my mark. And I'll just leave it there. And she kind of locks her eyes dead on the creature.
Okay. Will I need to make a prepared action to dispel it when she says, or can I do that? as
So
a
Wall
free
of Force
action?
is concentration, unless it specifically states you have to do it as an action in the spell description, which I don't believe it does. It would be a free action to just stop concentrating on it.
Cool. Well, then, in the meantime, I will do another Phantom Cage at it.
Okay. That's a wisdom save, you said?
Wisdom 18, yeah.
On the nose.
Alright.
Does it do half damage at all or no?
That's a cantrip.
That's
so
right.
usually doesn't.
Oh, it's also psychic damage, is it not?
Yes.
I'll just
Is it immune to that?
Fire, necrotic, poison, psychic, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magic.
Okay.
It's annoying. I concur. Kel, you are up. You definitely feel the tinge of the spider being hit by laser beams.
Question.
Shoot.
Would last round Kior should have had dodge action?
Let me
Would
double
that
check.
have helped anything?
Dodge would have given you advantage on the saving throw,
Right.
so you would have gotten a 17, which is still less than the 19 required.
Okay. Figured I'd ask. I'm gonna actually tiptoe 10 feet and grab Avrin's body.
Oh, I thought you were gonna take a. Do you have sharpshooter as a feat?
No.
Oh. I thought you had sharpshooter.
Maybe.
The
I
feat
don't
that
think I took it because it was related to bows.
sharpshooter?
Yeah. Right.
Attacking at long range doesn't impose a disadvantage. Your range attacks ignore half and 3/4 cover. And before an attack, you can subtract 5 from your attack roll and add 10 to your damage roll. It's a feat you should probably look into, even though
Yeah.
If
well,
you survive.
I thought you had it. Never mind. Anyways, you grab Bavran's corpse.
And we're going over here.
Cool.
Come here, buddy. We're going over here.
All right. And so it's your action to pick up Avran. Or drag Avran. All right, Avran, you're also dead. So Soma, you're. It looks like Estella is readying to jump onto the creature from prone or from hidden the second the cage disappears. So on her mark, she's going to have the mage drop the cage.
I'm realizing that my short bow is not magical, so it won't actually contribute much. I'll line myself up over here just in case I need to charge in after the fact to try and get a dramatic final stab on it. But
Sure.
other than that, I don't have anything.
Ezra, lightning bolt. He just ran away. He's like, "Fuck, I don't even want to play anymore."
You know me so well. Okay.
I'm so fucking dead.
Good timing.
Ezra comes out. He lines up his shot. He kind of like, for a moment, his shark kind of like a pointer, like points at it, and he almost uses it like a scope and just like lightning bolts straight through the shark.
Love it.
It's almost like the lightning bolt blasts out of the shark's mouth
I don't remember that from
and strikes
Sharknado.
underneath the shield.
Let's go ahead and roll the damage.
Yeah.
And your
really
save DC is 15.
The DC is 16. I'd
Okay.
really like to use my. I can't afford to lose those hit points. So this is going to be a lightning bolt at 4th level.
I was going to say it's going to be a 3rd level slot. Okay, so 28.
30 damage.
30 damage. Okay, and it as the bolt goes inside, you watch its legs kind of snap into the force cube, and it kind of starts shifting internally as the bolts kind of catch onto it and then kind of snap out from underneath. It seems to, despite its kind of locked position, evade. It still takes damage, just not all of it.
Okay, I tried.
It's a decent amount of damage, though. It definitely looks like it's worse for wear compared to... Like, it definitely looks like in a more kind of frazzled state than it was before because of what happened there.
Hezrod says a very foul swear word in Merfolk. Moves back around the corner.
Estella says, go ahead.
The bonus action to spend my last remaining channel divinity to get a 2nd level spell slot back.
Cool. Estella says now, at the start of her initiative, do you drop the force cube? She jumps off of the ledge and lands on top of the creature. She's doing so from hidden. She will make a garrote attack against the creature. Wow. Wow. Wow.
You do.
I did not expect to roll that bad. Do you see her bonus to attack?
1 and a 3.
Is there anything I can do about that? Let's see here.
No.
Yeah, well, he's on top of it now.
No, she bounced off of it. She didn't get the Groat attack in, so she didn't get the hit. Okay. Yeah, that's just the choice I made. I'm going to use a bonus action to disengage and move away from it.
Yeah, that's...
On the
That's battle.
Retriever's initiative, someone roll a d6. Then it will seeing that something bounced against it as the primary target, move over to Estella and attack, and force beam. Miss. Actually, hold on. Yeah, miss. She's got a really good AC. And then she's got to make a dex saving throw against that.
Would Kiara get an attack of opportunity?
Sure. It does piercing damage that's non-magical and poison damage. Let's just say it hits.
Okay. He tries. He just wants to try.
He did. He succeeded. It just, all for naught. She kind of flips away from it, kind of nervously. It rushes forward with the beam kind of arcing up towards her. She does like a backflip just as it kind of snaps, and it just barely catches the edge of her coat. And then as she lands, the two blades come rushing forward. She kind of shifts to the side and shifts to the side. It's like that one TikTok. And then that's it. I'm hip. I've seen a TikTok. Ruben, you're up. If she'd hit it, she would have killed it too. That's the depressing part.
Actually, my beast attack are
Battle.
magical. As a 7th level, they are magical.
What's that magic? Oh, the beast is magical?
Yeah.
Okay, make the attack.
We.
Poison's still no go. Misses.
I know. Okay.
Casting haste on Estella.
Okay.
Since she has more hope of doing better damage than me. Because all of my spells it's immune to.
And now she'll have 2 attacks to try it with, and maybe I can roll better than a fucking...
Yes.
It was really bad. I'm sorry, you guys. I was really hoping to...
I was hoping I had faith. I had faith, yeah.
That's battle.
Yep. And then I will go back into my corner.
Okay. Avran continues to be dead. By the way, you have 4 turns. It'll be 3 on the retrievers next turn. Soma, you are up.
All right. Well, I guess it's my turn to charge and try to stab it since Estella has its attention. Hey, up.
That'll hit.
27.
You rush up behind it, and you kind of, as you get behind it, you can see like the back plating. There seems to be kind of like this strange glow that you didn't notice before because it's really the first time you've kind of seen it from the back end. You kind of bring the rapier up and jump up to kind of hit that spot. As the blade lances into it, you watch as all of the metal starts kind of like bubbling outwards and then snapping inwards towards that glowing part and just kind of and just disappears. At the end of your rapier is a broken crystal, bluish in color.
I will remove it from the rapier and pocket it for whatever purpose is unknown. Mostly a memento of that time I single-handedly killed the
With no
giant
help
metal
from
insect. Yeah, that's
anyone.
100% correct. Yep.
Single-handedly.
That's how I will remember it. That is how it will be remembered.
I mean, you did kill it with one hand. That's what that means, right?
Yeah, right? Technically correct.
It is a one-handed weapon. But in the aftermath...
Wake up, Avran.
Oh, sorry, we're still on an initiative count. Apologies. It would have gone to the retriever, which means we have 3 turns remaining. I can bring up the initiative clock again. It's just missing everything, and I don't need it anymore. I'm so dumb. It goes to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hezrod, you could get to it, and if anyone else has the capability to revivify. Or is that what you're doing in the immediate aftermath chat, or no?
Yeah, that is.
Okay, then yeah, you're resurrected.
And I'm gonna have my spectral weapon. So I'm sorry, you said that creature disappeared when.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's no remains for my.
Vi-
Okay, my shark is gonna go.
Violently. It just violently.
Yeah, my shark is gonna go violently attack the remains of these dwarves while Hezrod goes over here.
Cool.
Could I tell Hezrod not to waste his spell slot? Or don't waste it. Let me do it.
Are you casting Revivify?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Oh, then yeah, you cast Revivify.
Yeah.
I was like, don't waste
Yes.
it.
Yes. It
Yeah.
is.
It-
Bringing Avran back to life is an experience everybody should have.
There's plenty of opportunities. Don't miss out.
Yeah, I'm just like, don't waste yours. I got mine. Don't.
everybody needs to resurrect Afrin.
Why not, right?
Have you
get
done-
rid of
Not
it
wrong.
by scroll.
Or
That could be
find
me
So we
next
can
step.
share the burden of responsibility.
it's the rod or staff of life. I forget which one. The one that has charges of revivify in it, or
Isn't that
resurrect.
just
Was
a
it the staff of
taser
healing?
applied correctly?
Yeah, it's something. There's like a staff that has raised dead in it. Anyway,
Yeah, I
point
know
is,
Fiona ran off with that. Which
Yeah. Afran, you are back to life. It was complete blackness in the in between. By the way, you didn't see anything. It was
Love it.
complete and utter void.
Cool.
I believe that was the last of the party's diamonds.
No. Kel had enough for one casting of his own.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
okay.
So you still have
Nice.
one casting of your own.
Okay. I suggest we take a short rest.
That'd be deep.
Okay. If you want to, go ahead and spend hit dice and regain features per short rest. Spend about an hour hanging out here in the block. The dwarf hammerers don't really have anything that they can really be removed from them, but you do realize that the construction here is on their parts is quite impressive. It seems to be a perfect.
Fabricator's no amateur.
Yeah, it seems to be a perfect synergy of construct and mortal form. The creature that disappeared, if the remnants are inspected, you'll note that inside of the broken crystal, and also lingering around where you killed it, there are small bits of metal that look like they're liquid, but when you kind of tap them or touch them, you realize that they're just kind of hardened in that kind of flowed state.
Mhm.
And if anybody wants to try and identify what the metal is, you can make an Arcana roll.
Everybody's busy rolling terribly. Well, I guess most people are
Yeah.
actually rolling well for once.
Avran's
Oh,
killing
look
it.
at that, Avran.
Avran's straight up killing it. I mean,
He's feeding off the rage.
oh,
Yeah, he's really just scrambling around, sucking his own blood out of the dirt.
This is mine. This is mine. This is also mine.
let's track this way. Chases the path.
Yeah, people that actually have Arcana trained should probably roll.
That's metal, all right. Tell you what,
That seems like metal.
Or
feels like metal, looks like metal, tastes like metal.
Smells like metal.
Why don't you snort it and see what happens? Wait, no.
5, 6, 7,
Hezrod, come lick some.
You
8,
can
9,
smell metal.
10, 11.
He's kind of like
Oh,
Hezron slouched against the wall,
Josh,
just like holds up a hand for you.
were you rolling hit dice there?
Yeah.
If you click on there should be a hit dice button in the center of the page. It'll automatically add your con and stuff into it. So you see how it has
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I have 4 more. That's fine. Cool.
just as a heads up for future reference. And then
I'm 1 below max, so I'm good.
do you want to roll?
I was
Arcana?
counting for recovery, arcane recovery.
Oh, gotcha. Do you want to roll an Arcana roll for the weird metal?
Yeah.
So you would know with a 24 that this metal appears to be Misium. Misium is a star metal. It comes from a world beyond. It's very, very important to the conglomerate, and is thought to be the only group that has it. But apparently, whatever that creature was made out of it.
Misium,
Misium.
IUM.
Mm-hmm. Mizzium.
Speaking of museum,
It is a very potent arcane conductor.
Knowing what I know about Mizium, would I be able to use it to boost my spells
Not
if
this.
I had a piece?
Not this. Not just as on its own. It needs to be kind of crafted into something. The amount that's kind of left behind is about a pound, so you can kind of take that and keep
Yeah.
it. But if you find artifacts that's made out of Mizium, it might be useful for you.
1 pound of Mizium.
Maybe we can combine it with my 1 pound of orichalcum. Do some cool shit.
Mizium scrap, I'll call it.
Yeah. You take your short rest, recovering. Some of you coming back to life, and yeah.
Literally.
How would you like to proceed? Oh,
Well, I lose my long strider, and I lose my enhance ability. Oh well.
okay.
So if Avran died and then came back to life, does he still gain the benefit of aid?
Yeah, he's still a target of aid.
Okay.
I don't see why not.
Oh yeah, how much HP did we have?
5.
No, it's more than
Not
5.
enough.
It was 5. I think he casted it first level.
No, it was 15. I cast it
15. Okay.
4th level.
Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, I have 1 more hit dice anyway, so. Fuck it. Hey! Alright. Yeah.
Okay.
So how would you like to proceed? Into the work or into the unworked place where the retriever was located, or somewhere else?
Well, the
So-
good news is we've opened all routes.
That's a wall there, right?
Yeah, dead end.
Yeah. All right.
Aren't you glad we fought it? We found the dead end.
Fine work.
No problem.
It was a dead end for Avrin more than anyone else, but yes.
I see what you did there. Because Avran died again.
Yes, it's the second time in this year that it's happened.
Oh, it's more than that.
No, this year.
This year.
I guess that is true, technically. Yes, yeah.
I'm
Fuck,
sorry.
Wait, what
stupid
was the-
goddamn
what was the
lizard
first time?
motherfucking. When Kelder cut him into tiny ribbons.
Oh shit. Yeah, I thought he was just unconscious then.
Yeah, it wasn't
You were
dead.
there.
but-
It's all the same. I mean,
We're gonna start charging him. Oh, actually, Hezron just like
he doesn't
walks
have
over.
money.
Hezron just walks over and he starts like putting his hands on Avran. And at first, Avran like thinks he's like checking to make sure he's okay, but then it quickly becomes apparent that Hezron's like kind of shaking him down for money. Like,
You didn't even revive him.
If anything, that's my money.
True.
So, how would you like
I
to proceed?
revived him once, and you revived him once. We can split it. Diamonds
We'll
are
go
not
check
cheap.
the doorway down in
Well,
the
that's fine
direction
with
the reclaimer came from.
Okay, it's a bunch of shrapnel. It looks like there's a path that's off to the right and a path that's off to the left.
I'm gonna roll a stealth check. Just
You can kind of see what looks like worked wall or door over in the right side. Stealth check's
This is-
unnecessary.
okay. Just in case. The shrapnel here, I see kind of symbols on them. That's not relevant. It's not like the crates and stuff that we saw in that other side room last
No.
week.
So what you're noticing is that there are pretty decent sized slabs of like stone that kind of has a strange kind of like veining through it.
Okay.
Looking at it, you'll note that it appears to be some sort of metal, probably copper if you had to venture a guess. It does look like there are scratches on the walls of this kind of column that's around here.
Okay.
It looks like it was trying to get to the center of it.
Okay. So there's nothing up in this direction.
Nothing.
I'll take the long way around to take a look down here.
I think we should note this location. The area it was trying to dig to, because
Yeah.
we can come back later. Hezrod has stone shape, just doesn't have it prepared.
Yeah. Can I get around the shrapnel down here?
Yeah,
so I
it's-
can look around the backside.
it's not shrapnel. It's more just rubble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And just making a full loop around. So there's a hallway down here.
Yeah, and it looks like it's no longer worked stone that you're kind of walking.
Okay.
Like you're kind
That's
of
what I was going to ask, if the texture change on the.
bit more rough. Yeah.
Okay. Do I hear anything down that way? It's pretty much just
No sound.
silence other than Avrant's agonized groans.
Sounds like silence.
Okay. I'll sneak ahead just to poke around in here.
Okay, go ahead.
Uh,
And while you're at it, because you'll find, just you can maneuver around, but I'd like for the group, go ahead and roll 3D 100s.
I'll roll 1.
I'll roll 1.
Why do we let Averant do things?
Guess I'll roll the other.
Avra rolled middle of the road. Okay.
Oh, that's fair.
So, you see, as you kind of move around the back corner there, you'll see that there's a large pile of shit that's just kind of lumped into the corner. When I say shit, I don't mean like poop, I mean like stuff. It's like just a bunch of junk, but there's a lot of coinage, there's a lot of like itemry. You're pretty sure you see a skeleton in the midst. It's like, if you've ever been on Pirates of the Caribbean ride, it's like, it's like a pile that you drive past in the tunnel. In the midst
I've
of
never
it,
been on that.
well, I'm sorry. In the midst of it,
Sorry that your life is pathetic.
it's really not your night, is it? It's like never been
It's
to,
really
I've
not.
never been to Disneyland, and I got murdered.
Do you want to hit your favorite too, John, or is that not for public consumption now? Okay.
Let's see. So inside of the pile, you would see that there is a staff that
Okay.
appears to be ornate and kind of shodden with metal. Kind of an old dark wood staff. You would see that there is a stone, a kind of bright red stone. Let me see what color it is. A vibrant purple prism.
I
And
will revise the text I'm typing.
you would see that there is also a kind of bright green gemstone that seems to have kind of gold filigree around the cut. It's kind of like a very ornate kind of cut, like a flat surface on both sides. So it's almost like disc-like. And then around the edge, it's got like a gold kind of filigree around the sharp edges.
Is that hidden in?
Oh, another thing I think I referenced it very quickly last session, but I want to make sure I reference it here. You're no longer inside of the Underkeep proper, so the divination blocking isn't inside of this place. It's inside of the tunnels that you moved through to get here.
Which means you can ritual cast identify. So there's this tiny little alley,
Yeah,
slot here, and that's where the treasure is
well,
at.
if you go like this, and then a little bit of that, and some
Okay.
of this, and like
Okay,
that,
it's just
and then
all
go-
messy stonework, and not necessarily stonework, but just
Yeah,
Okay.
it actually looks like something dug through portions and kind of like
I wonder what that could be.
cut through. And from what you can tell, a lot of its movement was kind of centered here. It looks like it might have rested in this place with all the
Okay.
junk,
Yeah.
whatever.
And you said there's coins.
Yeah. I mean, if you care, it's somewhere in the hundreds, gold wise, and let's go 300 gold pieces, 85 platinum, and the rest is not worth taking.
Okay.
Is somebody writing all this down?
I put the items that we found in there, and I'll update the.
Do you want to go ahead and ritual
Spreadsheet.
cast identify on these 3 items?
Yeah. So I was letting him go ahead. Should I follow him now?
I'll come
Yeah.
back and tell people there's some
That's fine.
stuff in here, and it looks safe.
Nothing's gonna murder you here, I promise. I think you've killed pretty much everything on this floor. with the exception of one area that's far away from you. So I'm just kind of more in the reward the people for the trauma I've put them through. So the
They put themselves
the
through.
identification would determine that the green gemstone with the filigree is a gem of seeing. The purple prism is a Ioun stone reserve. And the staff was
Gil's kind of traumatized. He's always traumatized. One is knee.
I think a couple of us are traumatized.
Staff of Thunder and Lightning.
Dibs.
Died before.
Dibs.
Yes.
Dibs over the wizard.
What was the first thing? An orb of
Gem of
Seeing?
seeing. Gem of Seeing.
gem of seeing.
I put it in our Discord channel.
Ioun stone of reserve and a staff.
Yeah, I got the other two.
Is there anything of note about the big column in the center? Like,
It definitely has like a lot of scratching on it. If you want to focus on it a bit, I'll allow you an investigation roll.
yeah, and I will also use my wand to detect magic just in case that picks up anything from
Okay.
it. Um,
I would love the seeing one. I would love that.
The gem of seeing.
Gem seeing.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my I'll
Nice.
use my inspiration to get the super good roll.
Fine. Ezra called dibs on the staff. I assume that's cool with everybody, right?
I don't
Yeah.
care about any of that stuff, so people can fight over it.
The reserve stone might be useful to spellcasters.
Yeah, it would if it didn't take an attunement slot.
So it might work for Kel.
Yes.
Who can cast
What
spells.
does it do?
So it
I'll look it up.
an axe. Yeah.
This
So
vibrant purple prism stores spells cast into it, holding them
Yeah.
until you use them. The stone can store up to 3 levels worth of spells at a time. When found, it contains 1d4 minus 1 levels of stored spells chosen by the DM.
Currently has 0.
Okay. Any creature can cast a spell of 1st through 3rd level into the stone by touching it as the spell is cast.
Mm-hmm.
The spell has no effect other than to be stored in the stone. If the stone can't hold the spell is expended without effect. While
You
the
could
stone
say-
orbits your head, you can cast any spell stored in it. Spell uses the spell slot, spell save DC, spell attack bonus, the spell casting ability of the original caster, but is otherwise treated as if you had cast the spell.
Correct. So anybody can cast spells now. You put like
You
a
could say put 3 fireballs into this.
better
yeah,
idea.
one fireball because fireball is level 3.
Put it onto
Mm,
someone
I gotcha.
who requires healing and isn't very
Mhm.
capable of it, and then
Smart.
they can use the reserve stone to cast healing on themselves.
So this is
Or-
a very versatile item. We might want to consider how we would like to use it.
And for my
Or
narrative purposes, your short rest could have gone with this kind of investigation point because you haven't done anything crazy.
Sure.
So feel free to have attuned to anything that you identified during this duration as well. I don't care.
you could always put a revivify in there for when you get drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You'd need
That has occurred to me.
you'd need to cast it though, so you would have to use the diamonds.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
all.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah,
doesn't really matter.
Well,
Rural life
it would
insurance.
still be available if
In the end,
you two died.
Sure.
Leave it with the rogue; it'll be fine.
The
Put a
rogue that never
revivify in there,
gets
and yeah, exactly. If
It'd
one
be
of us
great
is
if
gonna
Ezra
survive,
cleans himself up and still manages to revivify Avran after he's just a cloud of ash.
hit. He's almost like he's not there.
Do you want to?
still have? Oh, sorry.
Did you roll an investigation check for me?
yes, and I'm using inspiration to get the natural 20, so
Okay. With that being
I
the
want to know
case,
everything.
and with the wand of detect magic going, you would know that there is a very, very small, very, very narrow crawl space that would allow you access
Okay.
on the north side.
Okay.
And I will reveal that now.
So if I break attunement to my Bitterheart Spear, does it still count as a magic weapon?
No, you need to be attuned to it to get the benefit.
Okay. that is what I'm going to be breaking attunement to use the Staff of Thunder and Light.
Okay. You also no longer have the benefit of walking through the mist. Soma, do you want to crawl through the tunnel and see what's on the other side?
I sure will.
Okay. Inside, when you finally eventually get there, in kind of this like back corner there on the side, you see a skeletal figure. It looks like the hands have been replaced with artifice. There's like strange mechanisms or gauntlets on them. But you also notice that there seems to be kind of like construct like arms inside of these gauntlets. The gauntlets appear to be connected to a very strange backpack that the dead body is wearing.
These gorilla arms, mantis blades. Sorry.
The metal of the gauntlets and
Big nugs.
the backpack and kind of apparatus structure all appears to be made out of the same metal that the creature that disappeared was made out of.
Okay.
But it also appears that inside of the backpack structure there is a kind of glowing blue stone, not too dissimilar from the one that you had wrenched from the retriever. And to give you an idea of what this apparatus or this thing that the guy is wearing looks like, here's what it looks like, but the guy is a skeleton with robot hands. That's what the device looks like.
Oh,
Or did it pop up?
It's in the Discord channel.
Yeah,
Oh,
Discord.
Discord. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was a flyer, and I just didn't
Is
get.
that the
Ooh.
fabricator?
Is it?
Is that him? Is that our guy? Did we pass our mission? We did it. Yay.
Why don't you put that crystal on those gauntlets and see what happens?
Does it look like I can remove
Yeah.
that stuff? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. It takes a couple seconds. The skeleton is quite sturdy. It does look like there's strangely, like, you know how in school they'd have the skeleton like with the weird bolts in it and stuff? It has a very
No.
similar kind of structuring to that, in that it looks like there were points in the bone work that were kind of fused by metal. But as you kind of wrench the device free of him, the core, the backpack kind of spins a little bit, and the blue energy kind of cackles a little bit, but it doesn't seem to like discharge lightning like it looks like in the picture or anything.
I'm gonna try to gingerly remove this from
Yeah,
the area.
it definitely takes some work and squeezing and pushing it forward and sliding through, kind of shouldering it and getting it out. But eventually, pop, out comes Soma, and out comes this very strange artifice, this device.
Oh, what are those?
A good question. Hey, friendly neighborhood wizard. You have any idea what the hell this contraption is? Because the spider seemed very interested in.
It's definitely beyond you, but if you identify it and take the time to kind of learn it, you will figure it out. It is a Mysium apparatus.
Ah.
Exactly, of course.
Which if you look up in the compendium, it'll show you what it does. Basically, it is kind of like a set of armor that grants no armor benefits, but allows you to cast spells, even if you can't normally.
I see. So the picture that you showed is exactly that. Yeah.
Correct. That's an Izet.
Requires attunement by a sorcerer, warlock, or wizard. Well, fuck.
Oh, sorry. Allows you to cast spells that you normally could not. Sorry. Not cast spells even though you can't.
I can't believe I went through all that trouble. Nothing.
I mean, it could be a spell that you do not know or have prepared, so it could potentially give you access to every wizard spell list.
Just the ones on the list that it has here. It's quite a
Yeah.
random setting, but yeah,
Oh,
that's the nature of Mysium.
I mean, it says in it you can attempt to cast a spell that you do not know or have prepared.
Scroll
The spell
down.
you choose must be on your class's.
If you scroll down, you'll see the list of the spells that you're allowed to cast.
Okay. So it's like it has to be on this list and it has to be on your class spell list.
Correct.
Okay. Meh.
It definitely adds a certain level of versatility for sure.
Yes. Like having more spells at your disposal is never a bad thing. Hey, Shatter. Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Correct.
Fireball. Scorching Ray. Ice Storm.
Ice Storm. That's cool.
All right. So I will note that kind of just doing a speed run process here.
Yeah.
If you go back up to where you were with Estella in the secret chamber, there is a section that has a bunch of barrels, boxes, not too dissimilar from the ones in the first place. And there's also a torture chamber that has a
Cool.
rack, hot
Great.
coals, Iron Maiden, all sorts of torture devices. All the
Sweet.
cells are empty, including the poker cell, which appears to be a kind of open air cell that has a bunch of lances near it that allow the torturer to poke and prod the person as they sleep or try to. But yeah, that's that space. And then if you move all throughout the space beyond, you will note that the only place that you have left to go is I'll move your character tokens to it.
Thank you. Yeah, I know there's that
Oh,
door that.
Do you want to check the door that's in here?
Yes. Sorry. Yeah.
No worries. So inside of this space, there is a bunch of water. Crisp, cool, delicious water. A small little island set inside of the pool of water that has a dead kind of remnant. But you see that as you're kind of looking at it with your goggles, it just looks, calm, distilled. But as Ruben, you don't have dark vision, right? Or do you?
I have light.
Light. So as you kind of bring the light in there, there's kind of this glittering glow. And the skull that you're both looking at, to Soma, just looks like a skull. But to you, Ruben, looks like it's covered in diamonds. You also notice that there seems to be kind of scattering lights reflecting across the ground on the island that are kind of glistening like gemstones set in the sand or dirt of the island.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I can make sense of that?
There's no need. There's no arcana here.
Okay.
Yeah, no
Just
magic.
a lot of shiny rocks and gems
Yeah, it looks like there's
and diamonds.
calcification on the skull that has caused it to kind of crystallize and glow. But the other shiny bits might be gemstones. And I'll just speed race it. There's no traps or anything here.
I was just gonna say, can you use that fancy
One-
ghost hand?
1x glowing skull and 300 gold pieces worth of diamonds.
Oh, convenient.
The glowing skull is worth 1,000 gold pieces, but it's not a diamond.
Okay.
However, a glowing skull as a ingredient can be used for any spell that requires any gemstone,
Nice.
and is the equivalent value of 1,000.
Ruben's gonna allow that to be disseminated amongst the team since most of his stuff doesn't need gems to cast. I will, and I'm assuming detect magic doesn't have anything.
No.
Right?
I think we're good to move to that one remaining door now.
I'm moving you. Stop moving.
Stopping.
Keep moving. He's gonna shunt you into the abyss.
Oh, again.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I started this campaign.
You're gonna lose another year.
And let's get rid of this.
One more year.
Well, you still have your Aura of Courage. It's 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
I'll leave it on.
Thanks.
Red's a good color for you. Okay. Door.
Don't read into it too much.
Fuck you, John.
All right. The usual just quick check for traps, pressure plates,
No problem.
anything like that.
It's similar to the door that was in between the boxes and barrels. It's a normal door with a regular mechanism. It's not. It doesn't have the crazy trap stuff. So you pop it open.
Yeah.
Stairway down. Looks like there's some blood on the ground. It looks like there's a bludgeon that's kind of just been left on the ground. Looks like
Okay,
there's a
cool.
path to the left and two paths to the right. You can also hear kind of a sound, which sounds like metal kind of being kind of shifted about. It almost sounds like someone's like crimpling like a Coke can.
Not a great sound given all the stuff that we've seen so far.
True.
All right, I'll
It
head
also
down.
Oh, one more thing. It also sounds like the sound is coming from above. So as you kind of move around the corner here, like you just did,
Yeah.
you'll see that on the ceiling there is a slithering serpent on the ceiling, and it's kind of moving. And as you kind of come around that corner, you would see it move forward and then kind of shift to the side. You'd also hear the sound coming from around the corner, and you see another one appearing in front of you. What would you like to do in response? It's again on the ceiling.
Okay. Does it seem like it's noticing us, or do...
No, it looks like it's moving in a circuit. It's like it's about to continue moving towards you. So how would you like to proceed?
I'm going to take a few steps back
Okay.
and just see where it goes.
It goes forward and then up. You then hear more slithering kind of coming from the way the other one went. Sorry, Roll20 is doing the thing where it's not working anymore.
Seems to do a lot of that.
And it almost sounds like there might be a handful of these things kind of moving around. But it definitely looks like they're kind of all going northbound.
I'll...
Basically, if you watch it for a bit, you see several of them kind of moving, and they all seem to come from this way, move up, and then go left.
Yeah, I mean, I'll...
With a wide enough window in between for you to kind of move past it if need be.
I guess we'll have to move quick.
Okay.
Any objections? If not, onward.
All right.
Just move quietly.
So yeah, it'll
Quick.
circumnavigate. This one will circumnavigate. And then...
You mean serpent navigate?
Yeah, sure.
Got him.
You're rushing up to the top. Okay. So what you'll notice at this point is that they are not coming into this hallway. However, you will see one on the far end that seems to be kind of moving around the structure up ahead.
I don't know where he went, so I'll
What?
just allow
Just
the group to
like
be moved
walls
by
and
him.
stuff. Well, you said structure. I can't.
Yeah, sure.
Sounds
It's like
right.
walls. It seems to be kind of moving around this kind of area
Okay.
in the middle.
Like in a...
Like here-ish. It seems to be kind of moving around the halls around that space.
Okay.
Everybody move north. Is
Yeah.
the way Soma went.
Yeah. And quickly at that. So they don't dive bomb you or whatever.
Okay. So
Hey,
yeah.
Avran, do you wanna move forward and see what's up over there? Huh?
Okay.
Yes, Avran.
So yeah, you'd watch it kind of go northbound. You'd wait a couple seconds, and then you'd hear it coming from the hall directly in front of you until it emerges from the light again, moves to here, and kind of continues moving around like this. I'm going to show the path because you're going to kind of pick it up in its movements.
I'm gonna move a little bit closer so I can see
Did you
it.
see the path?
I only saw it. It moved here. And
Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Here, and then it showed up here.
It should be doing the cool thing with the pathing.
Okay. Oh,
Yes.
okay. Yes.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, we seen it.
So you're pretty sure that if you time it right, you can rush north
Okay.
and kind of figure out what's going on. So if you do that, Avran, go ahead and put yourself north.
Okay.
And then you'd see it kind of moving around the way. You'd see that there's a staircase, but not really much space for you to kind of like linger. So if you're going to move, you're
Yeah.
either going to go back the way you came or quickly onto the steps.
Okay. So yeah, while it moves and stuff, Avran's just gonna start booking it
Okay.
and tell everyone to follow.
Okay. Does everybody wish to do likewise?
May as well, yeah.
Okay. Then I'll go ahead and form up at the stair, and I will copy and pasta you into the next map.
Copy and pasta.
Mm-hmm.
What's on the next map?
So I'm pinging where people need to move because it's all dark. So they probably.
I don't know if John's there. Probably making pudding.
I've been here.
You know I'm teasing.
You're making pudding.
Hell yeah. I'm getting annoyed. Roll 20. Getting real annoyed.
It's not very roll funny.
That's good. I like that.
Was it? Was it?
Hey, Elizabeth's not here.
Was it?
Somebody has to fill those shoes.
Do
You
they?
have to snipe the puns, right?
You got me healing, you got me punning, you got me
Do they?
gotta do all this stuff. Alright, moving on to the next map. I'm assuming there's some stealth involved.
Yes.
Okay, so then Estella and Soma will go first.
Yes.
Kella and Hezrod
sounds-
before them, or behind them, and then a mage and ranger. Cool. Alright, go ahead and make your stealth checks.
Oh boy.
Oh, I can't see shit. Does that mean I get advantage?
Hold on a second.
Actually decent, even with heavy armor.
Yeah, I don't know why
Whoa.
I'm medium armor, but I think that still gives me disadvantage.
It's just the shorthand for disadvantage on stealth because heavier medium stuff does too.
Yeah,
I-
I was wearing scales, so I got.
Sorry, I apologize. I said that wrong. I just need stealth checks for the front line. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, that's much better.
Great.
He saw all of us fail. He was like, you know what?
No, that's
There's
not.
a lot of red.
That wasn't it.
He's like,
I was busy checking my own stuff. So the two of you move very quickly, but you very quickly realize that there's stuff ahead. I will ignore those rolls that everybody else rolled, so long as the presumption that I had is wait here while we check ahead.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. There are 4 guys standing in this chamber. They all seem to be hyper focused on the pit in the center of the room. There's a 5th guy who's in the room just beyond, and he's standing there and he's hyper focused on the pit in the center of the room. At first you think he's looking straight at you, but you realize he's not. He's wearing a very goofy looking helmet and he's looking straight down at the pit. The other thing you notice about these individuals is that there are parts of their body that appear to have been removed and replaced, not with construct-like material in a clockwork sense. No, they look like they've had clay and stone fused to parts of their body.
Interesting. Alright.
There's a door on the left, passageway on the right, and there appears to be a room directly north of you beyond.
Okay. I will assume that both of us will return and convey that information to the group. I don't know that they will necessarily be hostile, but I don't think that very many things have been friendly here when they've noticed us. They've gotten extra unfriendly when, confronted, but might be best for our good buddy Avran and maybe Hezrod to lead the way in there.
Okay.
Hezrod pats Avron on the back and says, "Go on, buddy. You got this. I'll be right behind you."
Okay.
Okay.
He says while walking the other direction.
I'm gonna
If we're going for like a rush kind of mentality, ambush style, I love that. Is that the plan?
I think so, yeah.
that's the
Okay.
plan. Okay.
That's the plan I'm coming up with.
Don't move into the room. Stay back where I
Oh,
put you.
sorry.
That's your starting point. Why do
My
you
bad.
do this? Why do you have to do this?
It's just-
I was
that's-
getting ready.
Go
we
ahead and
told
roll-
Avran to lead, it's
Roll
it's
initiative.
on us.
Just doing the stuff, guys.
It's like death beckons me.
Truly. Oh,
I can
no.
hear her. My wife is just there on the other side waiting for me.
True.
And my
No, she's not. She's
brother-
How
waiting
many
in,
diamonds do we
her
have?
manor.
I think now, actually, I think we have like an infinite source with that skull. Or is that like a one use only thing?
No, it's
Yes,
1,000. It's 1,000.
Yeah, you misapprehended what I said. I said that
Mm-hmm.
it is a gemstone worth 1,000 gold pieces, and it can substitute any other gemstone in
Oh,
the
okay.
use of a spell.
But we do have, so we have, Hezron has one left.
We found
Like,
another
yeah.
set. So we
Yeah,
have
0.
2 or 3 if we use the really expensive skull for that purpose.
Right.
Well, the skull can't be broken up. It can't be distributed
It's one,
into
right.
3
Yeah.
castings.
It's 1-1.
Okay, so anyways, the earthen guards look like they're kind of heavily armored. There's metal plating, like kind of stitched throughout the stone and clay. And the same is true of this strange individual. His helmet is weirder than everyone else's. But it looks like I only have 2 people on the initiative tracker.
I'm sorry, you
Working
said
on
earth?
What's that?
You said they're made of earth?
Parts of them, yeah.
I rolled, but I wasn't selected, so I got a 15. Sorry about that.
Difficult.
Thank you.
Kill the mage first. All right. And initiative for her. And initiative for him. All right. This
Come on,
works out-
nerds.
This works out great. So, Soma, you're first on the initiative. It does look like as the group's kind of moving forward, you are catching them at the element of surprise.
Okay. I guess since nobody is ready for us, I will just charge from here to here, and I will just straight up try to stab that first one there.
Good old Lancelot. We love it.
Do I have advantage because they're surprised, or is it just a
Correct.
straight up
Good advantage.
24?
24 will hit.
Advantage?
21.
Yep.
Solid damage. All right. Kel, you are up next. They also can't take reactions when they're surprised, so if you want to move away, you can.
Yeah, in that case, I will bonus
Dash.
action dash to get back.
Well,
The
I see him, so I'll put a hunter's mark on him.
yeah, the mouth of the stairs is open enough, like the mouth goes all the way up to the ceiling of the stairs, so you can actually see whatever you can see on the map.
Okay, I just don't want to shoot through 6 people.
Well, you can. It's fine.
4 people.
They're your allies, so you can shoot through allies.
But it's okay, guys. Just take this bullet for me.
You're not shooting through them. You're shooting past them.
Over. Okay.
Yeah.
Fast. Okay.
So-
I guess I'll hunter's mark him and shoot him twice.
Okay.
I wasn't sure of the.
No problem. Yeah, you can always shoot through your allies just fine.
Okay.
Hit.
Oof.
Miss.
Yuck.
Good damage. Okay,
I'm gonna reroll that 1.
that's fine.
Okay.
Mm.
And then the D6 for the
Hunter's
Damn
mark.
it, Malcolm.
hunter's mark. There you go. 21.
All right. Estella will.
Oh, and I wanted to move him up along the wall,
Okay,
up on the ceiling.
absolutely great. Groat. Yeah, she moved 20 to get there, or 5, 10, 15, 20 to get there, so she's going to move 10 away once she has him grappled and drag him towards the group. She'll actually use her bonus action to dash and 5, 10, 15, drag him underneath Hezrod.
Oh, wow. Hezron
He's
kind of
so
like has a
strong.
little hop.
Ruben.
Moving forward. So I can see. So everybody's still here, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you would have seen this guy get hit, this guy get hit, and then the guy Estella just grabbed with the garrote and dragged back into the stairwell, is like with her.
Okay. And then there's the guy who's farther out,
Yeah.
correct? With the helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I only have 30 feet.
5, 10, 15. You're 15 there.
No, I know. 30 feet of sight. I can't see past.
Oh, got you.
I'll target that guy and do firebolt.
Okay.
Fireball or firebolt?
Bolt.
Bolt. Okay.
Crit.
All right. So 30 fire
Yeah.
damage. Plus, do I roll?
Oh,
second time?
I don't see damage.
That's the. Oh,
Click
isn't so the left is the roll, and
No,
the
no,
right
no.
is the damage, right?
No.
No, roll or click firebolt where it says firebolt.
Yeah, in the chat. In the chat.
No, in the chat.
Oh, I see. There it
Yeah.
is.
So when you roll, it'll always roll 2 dice. If you have
Got it.
advantage, I'm going to take the higher of the 2. If you have disadvantage, I'm going to take the lower of the 2. If there's nothing, I'm going to take the left one. So you deal 15 damage to him, he dies.
Okay.
All right. Ruben done. Hezrod, there's a guy right there with you. You can just beat the crap out of him, or you can rush in and kill the guy that Soma stabbed, or whatever chaotic face wants to do. You fucking
Is the guy prone?
psychopath. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Hezron just like looks down at him, raises his staff, and just like smashes it down into his face.
Great.
I'm gonna make a single melee attack. I'm going to cast Booming Blade as I do so.
So you're going to cast Booming Blade as your action.
Yes.
That's going to miss.
Oh, hot damn.
Which is a
Diggity
a
dog.
bad roll. All right.
Yeah, that's and then
Move into the room.
yeah, this guy's hurt, right?
Yeah.
And this is a pit in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hezrod's just gonna move into the space next to this guy. He's not gonna move out of his reach.
Oh, you don't. There's no threatening here. The guy is surprised. There's no. You can move away from him if you want.
Okay, so he'll move into this corner here,
Sure.
and then bonus action spectral weapon on the one that Soma attacked.
You want to cast spiritual weapon again? It doesn't look like this is a big fight. Just want to make sure you're casting resources.
Yeah. Okay then. Yeah, if it's not gonna be a big deal, then no.
Okay.
Although I don't have any other bonus action.
You don't need to use a bonus
just-
action. You can just not do.
Yeah, I'll just stand there and look menacing.
It's crazy. Everett, I'm gonna cast my biggest spell.
Okay.
Good spell.
I'm going to stab down at this guy with the Sunblade. I'm not gonna rage, but I'm just gonna stab down. Two-handed. Wow. Does a 15 hit?
No,
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try that again.
that'll work.
Cool. That hits. I know what that does. 15 radiant damage.
All right.
Still alive?
That'll kill him.
Oh, okay. And then I'm gonna run up here. Right there. You know
All
what? Right there.
Cool. It goes to them. They're surprised. It goes to Soma. They are no longer surprised. So now you need traditional methods of catching them off the guards. And a heads up for those who are curious. Sean will be AFK for a bit, so it may seem weird when I start role-playing him, but that's why. He got paged. He was on call, so.
Right.
Okay.
We already
Okay.
knew.
I will move into the space beside Avran. That'll be my 30 feet of movement. And then I will try to stab this one again.
Okay.
26,
Hits.
29 damage.
You stab him and run him through. You watch as like the weight of his body just shifts to not being controlled, and his arms just slam into the ground.
And then with my bonus action, I will use my ability to give Avran advantage on his next attack by pointing, saying, "Get that one."
Kel rushes out, slides into kind of a power stance, raises the weapon, and shoots twice. So it'll be bang, boom, both hit, and I'm pretty sure this zeros this guy in one. Yep. Yeah, he uses bonus action to shift his hunter's mark, as I mentioned. But yeah, kills it. Cool. Done with Kel. Moving to Estella. She kind of just releases the garrote from the throat of the guy. Moving 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Rushes forward with a bonus action dash. And as she is moving, she will draw her weapon of warning, which is her rapier. And stab and miss. All right, she is done. It goes to Ruben.
All the rest are dead.
Mm-hmm.
Full movement. I'm gonna
Shoot.
Shoot. Mr. Helmet with Firebolt.
Solid hit.
29. 14 damage.
All right. It blasts against him, kind of washes him in flame. You see that the skin burns, but so too does like the clay, and the rock kind of blackens at the blast, and cracks a bit. Ruben done. Hezron up.
Hezron kind of moves through everybody. Let's see here. Why roll 20? Why do you like this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From here, he's going to Eldritch Blast this guy.
Take him.
Bum, bum, bum. 1.
Miss.
Fuck. 2.
Miss.
Fuck.
Avran, you're up.
I was gonna run right here.
You want to dash? Or just
Yeah,
let
fuck it.
Okay.
Not bad.
3 hammers drop from the ceiling.
What?
No, I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it goes to his turn.
It's PTSD. It's PTSD.
Truly, it is
Ghost of
PTSD.
Hammers Past.
So you watch his arm kind of drop out to the side, and as it does so, like this massive kind of just chunk of metal flies out of his hand, slams into the ground. And as he's kind of pulling his arm away, it seems like mud kind of pulling out, like pulling something out of the mud. And then his hand grapples this shaft that's kind of coming out of his arm whole cloth. He then spins the very kind of strange flourish, throwing the mud aside, this very ornate looking glaive. And as he takes it into a martial stance, you watch him cast a spell.
Not what I expected from a martial stance.
A martial stance, and then he casts a spell using it as a part of the strike. It looks like the blade kind of ignites with green fire, and he strikes at Estella. And I think he hits. Yeah. Yeah. And so he will deal only 12 points of damage to her. She'll use her uncanny dodge. But the fire jumps off of her and slams into Avran. Avran, you're taking 9 points of fire damage.
I don't wanna.
Man, Avran even taking damage when he's not hit by the attack. That's Some
Ooh,
dedication to your job, buddy.
Really, though.
Green flame blade. All right,
Green flame.
green flame. So you're up.
All right.
I too am a nerd.
All right. I can bonus action dash to get to here. And more stabbing attempts.
You could probably circle him if you actually want to leave open a space for others. Like
Okay. Yeah, if
Ezra.
you'll let me get around to there
Absolutely.
by very cleverly dodging around Avaran. 27,
It's
37 damage.
he's dead.
Damn, Hezron didn't do any damage that fight. That's sad.
I'm trying to make up for all those times I had really clever plans that I just stood around the entire fucking fight.
Immediately after the fight, you watch as Kel flips his gun and just starts kind of loading former rounds back into the weapon.
So about that pit.
Could I kind of discern what might have been going on with this ritual?
Oh no, it doesn't look like there was a
Whatever.
ritual. It looks like they were just staring blankly into the pit, or at the pit. They didn't go
The
into it.
helmet, the arms, and things like that, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. So if you look at the helmet, it looks like it's old Osirian, very kind of ancient. It's actually Aeten, which is even ancienter than Osirian. It's the old Parnan tradition of like men who fought for elves. So it's almost kind of like a Spartan helmet, but this appears to have kind of like a high crested elvish top, which would signify that this was like a captain or someone of importance.
Ooh.
The glaive that he dropped from his arm appears to be in the Aeten tradition. It's a Parnan sword staff in actuality. Parnan sword staff is identically statistically similar to a glaive, except that as an action, you can separate the blade from the stick, creating a quarterstaff and a longsword. But yeah, other than that, everything is as it was. The guys who didn't even get a chance to breathe looked like they had pretty decent plate armor and very ornate headed morning stars.
All that goes in the bag of beholdering.
They don't look like they were worth anything. They just look like they were very kind of like specifically designed.
But this is like Aeten armor.
It looks like it's of the Aeten style, yeah.
Okay, might be valuable to the Hoppler Museum.
Perhaps.
Um,
Tucking it in the bag if you got the space for it. The plate armor is 55 pounds, I think, per suit.
65.
65 pounds per suit, so just keep that in
Maybe
mind.
just one.
maybe. Hezron like basically just like rips all the armor off one of the corpses, and then he just drags the corpse over to the pit and throws it in.
Get attacked by cats. I know,
Sometimes it do be like that, man.
I know it's almost time for them to get the treats. Okay, cool. So yeah, there's a room to the side. Looks like it's just bedding for the individuals. The people look, I mean, despite having been murdered, they look pretty sentient.
They're not bolted together like
They
the
do-
people above.
They do have artifice about them, but there's nothing in their heads or anything. It looks like they were wearing helmets. It looks like they were normal, with the exception of their arms.
I got you. Cognizant.
Yes, sentient. But yeah, the pit looks like it goes about 20 feet down to water. The water appears to be moving.
Does it? Can we tell from this angle if like there's space before the water? Like, does the pit look like it opens up before the water, or no?
Yeah, so it's like 20 feet down and then water. And then you can't really see beyond the water because it's very murky.
If
So-
I were to spider climb down it a little bit, is there separation so I could actually try to see what's down there and where the water's going, or
Water's
would it
really
involve
murky. It would involve
Okay.
going in.
All right, I don't want to do that.
But
That's
it's also
gross.
kind of churning. It seems to be moving a bit. So that's also probably not great either.
All right. Then.
Can I tell detect magic if there's anything magical that they were looking at?
If you're gonna, are you casting detect magic with a level slot, or are you taking the time to cast it as a ritual?
Ritual.
Does everybody want to wait around
While
10
he
minutes?
starts doing that, Hezrod lights a bomb and drops it down the pit.
Okay. It hits the water, and the
Water.
fuse gets wet, and it doesn't explode.
Can I use prestidigitation to ignite it?
It's underwater now. It's gone. It disappeared. It sank. It doesn't float on the top. It's made out of metal.
So
You really didn't
so
think
it
this
hits the
through.
Water, so Hezrod lights it and drops it.
No.
The water and it goes down, and he's kind of.
You're trying to describe it how you want it to go, but I already told you how it did go. You lit it. You dropped it into the water. It
Right. No.
sunk.
Yeah.
It's
and
gone.
Hezrod's still staring at it expectantly,
Yeah, it's gone. Nothing happens.
and then he looks disappointed.
Okay, I just want to make sure you weren't trying to do any shenanigans.
No, and he says,
I can use my wand of detect magic, so we don't have to wait around.
"Oh, I was just going to climb down there."
Let's hold off on that, buddy. It's might be a one-way trip.
Not if I tie myself off to Avran.
I guess you won't drown.
No, of course not. I breathe water.
Do you want to breathe that water though?
It is not the worst water I have breathed. You
That's
remember
right.
we? Oh wait, you weren't there for that. The
You also
giant
sleep
pit
in
of
this-
Orvo.
No, I was there. I didn't go in it
Right.
because
Yes.
I value my own life. But I mean, it.
Probably
You,
not
you do
as bad as that.
you do sleep in horse troughs too, so I guess maybe it's okay. You do you.
If the water is good enough for horses to drink, it is good enough for Hezron to sleep in.
If you cast detect magic, there's no magic inside of it.
Okay.
It definitely, as you're kind of looking at it and all talking about it, does have a very particular kind of motion to the water. It seems to be kind of like a circular flow.
Yeah, it looks like it goes. Maybe it's like a sluiceway, or
It's obviously not
draining
drain. It's obviously not draining, because if it was draining, the water level would be subsiding. That's not happening.
I thought maybe water was coming into it somehow.
Doesn't appear to be the case.
Oh, you know what? Well, when the bomb went in, it didn't hit anything. It's
Doesn't
not like
seem
dropping a ball bearing into a blender, for example.
doesn't seem to have done anything that you would have recognized as anything. It disappeared under the murkiness of the water, and that's the last you saw or heard of it.
All right, I'm going to cast a couple Eldritch Blasts into the water. Just
Cool.
to be
They
sure.
hit the water and don't really do anything. You're not targeting anything specific, but water.
Water.
Is
Okay,
there?
So,
Go ahead. Sorry.
which direction was the bedding?
Bedding
what
was
I
to the
am.
left.
It's over here on the west.
Okay.
Nothing in the room.
Nope. Yeah, I mean, relatively kind of well-made beds. I mean, it looks like the corners are a little kind of untucked, but looking at the size of the fingers of the weird golem-handed individuals, I mean, that makes sense.
What about these bloodstains up here?
Yeah, so there's a cage similar to the one upstairs in the torture room that I mentioned. It's a
Mhm.
poking room.
Okay.
The presumption
kind of
is the sword staff was being utilized as the torture implement, but no one's present inside.
Does it look like old blood, freshish blood?
Relatively fresh. I would say probably a day or so old.
All right, so it's for being frequently
Oh.
used, I guess.
You'd also notice it's not on the map, but it's trace detectable. There's a bit of blood that seems to kind of lead down from that area, specifically the door of the cage to the well.
Yeah. Okay, so they're possibly throwing people in there afterwards.
Oh, you know what? This is reminiscent. This reminds me of something.
Okay.
This reminds me of the pit we found in the Pervert's Lair.
Pervert.
Yeah, that was before
Yeah.
your time.
I'm back, by the way.
Welcome back.
Just in time.
Welcome back.
You shot some dudes. All right, well, they're throwing bodies down there, possibly based on this blood. So, Hezrod, buddy, I think that's for disposal.
Okay. Well,
Maybe you did dispose of the bomb.
then Hezrod threw a body in there, correct?
He did. You did say that.
Oh yeah, it disappeared underwater.
Okay. No, bloody pieces, nothing?
No,
Okay.
Alright.
Is the water, hot and, boiling?
it's 20 feet down.
I mean, I did spider climb a ways down, so I.
Oh, I didn't catch
Okay.
that. Sorry, I thought you said you were
Yeah.
thinking about it. Yeah.
No, no,
Okay, it's water.
Yeah, I was just looking to see if there was a gap so that I could actually see where it
So
was
it's
going.
like
I'm not
mechanical
getting in the
motion
water.
and not from like boiling.
All right. Well, the only way that we have left is to the right, so
There's
I
another
guess,
well.
yeah. And I'm trying to sneak again, if and when that matters.
Sure.
I'll
Same.
let him scout ahead, but
Yeah, you're good.
Same.
follow with insight.
You're good for now. There doesn't seem to be
Yeah.
any kind of activity or anything crazy.
Same situation, same depth, all that.
Right. The door to the north is ajar. It looks like there's more bed chambers up to the north. It looks like there is a path this way.
And also one to the south.
Bear with me here. I wonder if that's going to actually work. I don't know. Hold on.
Exciting.
I don't know how that's doing. Window line color red. Okay. It's not working. So I'm just gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. Sorry.
You're good.
But yeah, it looks like there's a hall to the right, to the east. But before you head over that way, as you get closer to it, you see that there's an invisible, slightly greenish colored wall barring you from moving past the end point of the threshold.
Okay.
I think we can go with GM lighting. I'll just do it with GM lighting.
Yeah, that'd probably be the best way.
I tried to do the new feature. It seems wonky.
I'll kind of motion from Ruben to it in case there's anything he can tell from it, since you seem to be using a lot of friendly neighborhood conglomerate tech, and you seem to know a lot about this stuff. That sounded very accusatory. I'm sorry.
Arcana check.
It's a wall of force.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it looks just like what I cast earlier. Yes.
A lot of that going around. All right. Gonna creep along to the south.
Okay. As you do so, you would come into. Oh. Hold on. Can you hear me? Okay?
Yep.
Yep.
What did you do?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. My keyboard just.
Nope, not anymore.
What the heck?
Oh,
I
now,
can hear you
now
again.
we can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see now.
Cool.
Cats trying to get their treats now.
When you descend down into the pathway to the south, quit fighting.
We hear that. Damn.
You see a larger room kind of up ahead. It looks like the ceiling kind of rises quite a bit in this next chamber. And as you're looking at the connection point between the hallway and the ceiling, kind of rides upwards. The center of the ceiling is very familiar looking to some of you in a strange, kind of almost annoying way. You look at the ceiling and it looks as though the gear work from the dread plane of the clock stationed in the center has been duplicated and inverted upwards. The clockwork mechanism, the thing that was sitting on top, is not present. It's literally just a glass panel with the cogs moving inside. It seems that this is functional, but it doesn't seem to be relinquishing any noise outwards towards you. It just seems to be look up, glass, cogs.
All right. I guess continuing to creep on.
There are two doors. Hold on a second. Stop. Why? But why? Oh, I see why. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. All right.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't just me.
What?
You cut out there.
Oh, yeah. Am I back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I still hear you fine.
2 doors. Looks like there's doors directly to the south and doors directly to the east in this chamber.
Okay.
And I think for kind of a nice resolution point, as time is about to call,
Yep.
I'd like for the group to just kind of think about which pathway they want to go down. Either the
Both of them.
Okay. Is there a very I don't know, gothic looking elf present?
No.
Okay.
Why isn't there a gothic looking elf present?
Why would there be a
Assuming-
gothic looking elf present?
Because of the clock, he wants to see Kelder here too.
Oh no, he's not here. This is the material plane.
I'll check for traps on either door.
There are none on either door.
Okay.
There are there's signage that appears to be written in kind of old Osirian. There's also marking indicators. It appears that this chamber to the right is marked and indicated as some sort of storage or cleaning room. And the path to the south appears to be some sort of memoriam.
The storage room sounds like there might be stuff, so why don't we head over to that one?
Also, remember you've got detect magic still on from your wand, right? It's last 10 minutes.
Yeah, neither of the doors are glowing, and the clocks above you do have a certain glow of magic, which would be indicative of, let's see. I always forget what this spell effect. It would be an illusion type aura present, but a clearly identifiable illusion aura. If you explain it to Ruben, Ruben would explain it's a simple silence spell.
Okay.
Seems that the silence is kind of stopping the cogwork from emanating any sound downwards.
Instead of driving people crazy with clicking.
So storage.
Nobody has any objections.
Storage.
Okay.
Memoriam sounds bad.
Well, then next session we will start it off with storage, and yeah, I think I've got you blocked from going anywhere you can't go. Whatever.
Challenge accepted.
Everywhere.
Thanks for watching those that did, and we'll see you next time.